evening, welcome to Leicester Fan TV. My name is Phil. You're watching this live because obviously it's match day. That's what we do. We gather fans together, we chat, we talk about Leicester City, our beloved club. We are in the Europa 32, playing Slavia Prague. Tonight, second leg, 0-0. What is going to happen tonight? We want your views, we want your comments. As ever, we'll get as many on the screen as possible, and then we always invite you fans to click on the link if you want. Come on the video chat. I'll put that in the chat very shortly. Stuart, good evening to you. Maz, good evening to you. Jay, good evening to you. Nick, hello. Sean, of course, will be sending the link out. We want you on as ever, Sean. Your positivity before the game. Austin says, come on, Leicester. Ellis says, up the Foxes. Chris, hope you're well. Are you going to join us yesterday? Later, who knows. Evening to you. Matty says, let's get the W. I think he means let's get the win. Neil Platter says, hi, Phil. Chris, hi to you, by the way, Phil. Neil, Chris Gutteridge says, absolutely bricking myself. We have to win, and we have gambled with a team like that. Away goals count. Think it's a huge risk with some clown smiley faces. Andy says, team seems defensive. We're going to be looking at that team news in about 30 seconds with Jamie from the Foxes Arms. Ross says, Leicester Food TV presents something different tonight. Oh my gosh, Ross, don't get us going too quickly, although that is the big chat. Good morning to Michael Barksdale, watching over in the States. What time is it there, Michael? It's got a good morning. I think it's after lunch, isn't it? Should be. It's too late for cakes and eggs, Michael. Brett says, well, the Fox has made an appearance in the garden, so I'm taking that as a good omen. No doubt she'll be back at 8 o'clock to come and watch the boys. Brett, let's hope that is. Let's have Jamie from the Foxes Arms. Let's get him in. Boom. There he is.
Evening, how the devil are we? Are we all looking forward to it? Because I think it's going to be a great game tonight. Really going to enjoy this tonight, I think.
Liam says, I pray we don't get off to a slow start. He says, believe we can win this. Come on, the Foxes. We can win this, can't we?
Yeah, we can. We've got to win it, haven't we? We've got to win it. Can't go to extra time. Well, it can go to extra time, but we don't want it to go to extra time. Not with having a game against Arsenal on Sunday. To be honest, before we talk about the team, I think it's a decent balance in terms of trying to win tonight and looking at Sunday as well. So I think he's had to sort of juggle his players about a bit. So I think it's a half decent team tonight. Like Nigel just said, hope Under can step up. So hope he can step up. To be honest, it's a chance for him to shine. You do that to me every week, Phil. I always go the other way.
There we go. Why is it only half decent, Jamie? What are you on about? It's a good team, isn't it?
No, I think it's a good team.
It's not half decent, it's great.
No, but if you had Castagno and you had Pereira in there, it'd be even better. So it's a half decent team. It's like a glass half full team tonight. It's not a glass half empty. It's a glass half full tonight.
Let's start with where is Pereira?
Well, he's on the bench, isn't he? Him and Castagno are both on the bench, which I'm a bit surprised because they said they wanted to rest his workload. That's why he didn't play last week. I thought he might have played today, but I think he's looking a bit towards Sunday's game as well. But he's there on the bench. We can make 5 subs if needed.
Let's get people's comments in on that one. Would you have played Castagno? Would you have played Ricardo Pereira? I mean, in Brendan we trust, but I think, Jamie, I would have started our strongest team tonight. For me, this is a big game. The trouble is people will say the Premier League's maybe bigger, but we want to know people's views. Would you have started Castagno? Would you have started Ricardo Pereira? Nick Moore says it's a versatile team, can be a 3 or 4 at the back. Jamie, do you think a 3 or a 4 at the back? Where are you going with that?
I think it will be a 4 at the back. With Luke Thomas, not quite sure he's wing back ready yet. But I think it'll be a 4. I think it'll be 4 at the back. Daniel Amartey and Luke Thomas, the 2 full backs. Johnny Evans and Mr. Massive in the middle. 2 holding midfielders. I think that's just because of Daniel Amartey and Luke Thomas, just to give you that. But then you've got then a front 3 of, midfield 3 of Under, Tillemans and Michael Brighton, and then Mr. Vardy up top. So yeah, this is slightly defensive, but who else would have played there instead of Wes or Hamza? Who really, I don't know, it's with the injuries we've got and the lack of transfer activity, which we're not allowed to talk about. We're not allowed to have opinion. It's just square pegs in round holes tonight, really. But I think it's a decent side. It's a half decent side. It's a winner, but it's a game we can win with that team, I think.
Again, let's ask what they think. For me, I don't like having Ndidi and Hamza in, or Ndidi and Mendy in. It is too defensive for me, that at home as well. Maybe that's his game plan. Maybe it's let's not let a goal in. Callum says
Chowdhury's more of an attacking defensive midfielder. Is that right?
He's a tackler, isn't he? He's a tackler.
Yeah, he runs box to box. So,
but he's not going to thread you a pass through, is he, Jamie? He's not going to put a through ball through.
I think that's why Tillemans is.
Why isn't Barnes starting?
He's played a lot of game time, isn't he? I know he's young. Maybe I don't know. He might be looking a bit towards Sunday, which I think with the team he's picked out, I think he's looking towards Sunday. I think.
Yeah, do you think so? I mean, the councillor says Defo not our most attacking team. Subs will change the game. Joanna says Under to score today. Under starts, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. Jamie. He does. Starts on the wing. Yeah. Hopefully, I think he'll be in front of Daniel Amarty on the right hand side, and Michael Brighton will be in front of Luke Thomas on the left hand side. To be honest, I think Amarty is tough enough to hold that up himself, where Brighton will give Luke Thomas a bit more support because Under's a bit more attacking, isn't he? He doesn't do that defensive work as much as Michael Brighton or Harvey Barnes does.
Well, Adrian's saying maybe the emphasis is on the wide players with two defensive midfielders in there, Jamie.
Yeah, it will give them the space. They can win the ball and play it out to the two wild players. And then I think Tillemans is the number 10, isn't he? I think he'll be pushing forward, doing the Madders role, or trying to do the Madders role.
Yeah, Ian says he can see why Castagne's on the bench with his injury, but thought Ricardo would start. Yeah. I did think they'd give Ricardo the more game time, to be fair.
I did. I couldn't understand, like Ian says, I couldn't understand why Castagne's on the bench because he's only played one. He played 90 minutes the other day, didn't he? He played the full 90. So his first game back for 4 or 5 weeks. I can understand Castagne, but yeah, I would have thought Pereira would have started.
Yeah, Ben's saying Chowdhury to get a yellow card and goal, have faith in him.
Matty says, a yellow card and a goal, I'm happy with that.
Matty says, who's doing the watch along tonight? It is Tom and Locks doing it. Will says, believe in the manager and believe we will win. Excited, can't wait for the match. So Will's being super positive, Jamie.
Well, yes, being a Holloway, he's got to be super positive, hasn't he?
Yeah, I tell him, I enforce it on him. Jamie says Under to get 2. Nick Moore says, what a bunch of positive people we have on the comments. Come on, people, let's get behind the Blue Army. I tell you what, it is one of those.
That's a normal thing, isn't it?
It is one of those, Jamie, where, again, I remember some of the big games, obviously, in the Champions League at the King Power Stadium. I remember some of the big games at Filbert Street in Europa, or whatever it was, the UEFA Cup there, the Atletico Madrid game. It should be a really exciting time. We've got fans, click on the link. We've got Don, we've got Mark, we've got Jack. I'm going to add in first Don and Mark. So let's add in Don and Mark. Don, sporting a sharp haircut, sir.
Cheers, boys. Sharp, pal. That is sharp.
The hair, Don. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. Got to make it look good. I'm game ready.
Game ready. Listen, Don, have you seen the team news, which I've just put on screen there? There's a little bit of people saying it's a bit defensive, a bit negative.
I'm going to disagree, and I'm going to tell you why. I think Albrighton and Under with Vardy equal goals, man. They are going to take the ball forward. They are going to put the ball out there in the box, and they're going to let Vardy go after it. I actually think it's just the opposite. I think this is an actually aggressive team where they'll let Chowdhury sit in the middle and play defense and let them guys go forward. I'm looking forward to it. I actually am excited about this team.
Don, Mark, do you agree with Don or do you disagree?
I disagree.
Go on then.
This is the team. This is the team I'd have thought if we were 2-0 up, that would be what we were playing with for the last 45 minutes.
So, Don, how do you go back to Mark then with that? He thinks
it's just that I'm a huge Albrighton fan. I feel like Albrighton always gives us the opportunity to do well. He plays outstanding defense no matter where he plays, but he also always looks for Vardy forward, and Under seems to do the same thing, but he also plays quite aggressively as well. So I think that what we're going to look is that back line that Chowdhury is going to sit in the center, and we're going to try and push the ball forward as much as possible and take advantage of the fact that we have 3 guys up front that are going to go at that net as hard as possible.
Yeah, Jamie, it's going to be a massive night, isn't it, Jamie, tonight for Under? This is where I think the jury's out on whether we should buy him or not for a lot of fans. Some say yes, some say no. this is where he needs to come in and have a magnificent Europa League game, isn't it?
I think in the past I've been saying Under's game is more suited for European football. So hopefully he proves me right and he plays a Stormer tonight. He's played pretty well in every European game he's played. He hasn't really had a bad game. Maybe he's not up to pace with the Premier League. So I think Europe could be his kettle of fish. So we'll just have to wait and see. So hopefully, yeah, if he scores a couple of goals tonight, I'll be more than happy with that and we go through.
I mean, Don, the bench is pretty strong for Leicester, I would say. You've got Barnes, Castagna, Pereira. I don't know. I can't remember who else is on there, but it's a fairly strong bench. Obviously, no Nacho.
And I do think that we may see Barnes before it's all over. To me, personally, he has been our most improved player. He's playing really, really well. It may be that we're looking to the weekend and, conserving some of these guys, but I think that we will see Barnes by the end of it. But we need a goal at the end. That's who we'll see come in.
Mark, do you think he is? Do you think that team is? Do you think he is prioritising the Sunday game against Arsenal with that team?
Well, he's got to be, hasn't he? To be fair, that's the bread and butter, isn't it? It's a solid team, but it doesn't inspire me to go forward and to actually win the. What to say to win the game? What I'd have expected was if we'd have gone out there and the first half we'd have got 2 clear goals, and then we could sit back with the team that's out now and defend and not let an away goal in. But at the minute, the way I see it, we're sort of leaving it sort of wide open.
Jamie, do you think? I mean, tonight's partly. It's really interesting to have Don say one thing and Mark be saying the other, because I think a lot of fans are on. And I'm a bit. To be fair, I'm enjoying Don's enthusiasm because he's getting me on the yes, we're going to do it, which is what I think we need before the game. But I am going to be watching tonight's game, Jamie, with thinking, God, if they score, this is going to be that team's not geared up. You let one goal in, and it's a big task.
If they get that early goal, then it's going to be a huge task. But it's the way Leicester are, though, Phil, isn't it? It's the way we have been. We know what we've got to do. Hopefully, we can do it, and we've just got to keep that solid defence like we did last week. I think they had 1 shot on target. I can't 100%. I'm not even sure whether they had a shot on target. And we've just got to keep that clean sheet. The longer we keep that clean sheet, the more spaces there will be at the back. If they have to attack towards that second half and they need to score, there'll be more spaces. So hopefully we've just got to keep that clean sheet for at least the first 45 minutes open. No silly mistakes at the back.
Jamie, have you got the bench? Have you got the team news on the bench?
Yes, I have. It's not the most attacking, to be honest. You've got Danny Ward, Ricardo Pereira, Castagna, Christian Fuchs, Papin Mendy, Shane Flynn, the young Irish lad, centre-half, Sidney Tavares, Lesson Belly, Harvey Barnes, and Jukovic. So you've got 2 keepers on the bench.
Yes. I mean, Don, you've talked about Harvey Barnes probably being one of the most exciting players this season. It does feel like there'll be a big weight on his shoulders if we need a goal in that second half.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that he's seemed to take that on. He's seemed to take that, that part with him and Madison this season, where we always say, where are the goals going to come from? Where are they going to come from? He's been the guy this season that's put him in there. So I'm looking forward to it. I think also today, this is Under's chance to say, I'm good enough for this team. I'm good enough to play here. So I think the combination of those two could prove quite well.
Don, before we let you go, can you give us a score prediction, please?
Man, I think it's going to be tight. I really do. Those guys, they're young and they hustle and they play really hard, which really impressed me in the last match. But I do think we'll pull it out. I think we'll pull it out by a goal, but it'll like a 2-1. Is what I'm looking for. I do think Vardy will be all over this with Under and Albrighton. You will see Vardy get his chances, which has been rare. Like, they have not been feeding him the ball. Under and Albrighton will feed Vardy the ball, and Under will take shots too. So I think today we'll see some shots on goal.
Thanks, Don. Thanks for your predictions. Just hang up there. Mark, your score predictions before we let you go.
Well,
Cheers, boys.
Cheers, Don.
Firstly, I'd like to say what a good job that Union FS have done. Just
with the banner, I saw that. Yes,
place. Absolutely fantastic. Secondly, Under is great going forward. He's got to remember that he's got to come back as well. I'm going to predict a 2-0 win because we can't afford to concede a goal. And I think Vardy will get one of them.
Brilliant. All right, so Don and Mark, they're on different sides of the fence, whether it's an attacking side, a defensive side, but they're both going for a Leicester win, which is what we want. Thanks, Don. Thanks, Mark.
Cheers.
Kegs and eggs, baby. Kegs and eggs.
Come on, then.
See you half time.
See you later.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers. Thanks,
See you,
guys.
Don.
That's Don and that's Mark. Thanks for them. Let's get Jay and R in, the double duo. Here's Jack. Here's Ross. I've got Sean, Chris, Michael's just left, and Tom. We'll get you all in. Let's go. Come on, Ross. Let's go to you. You need to turn your mic on, Ross, and tell us all about tonight's evening food. Mic on.
Ross can't hear you.
There we go. So I muted myself. I sneezed before I came on. Right. So tonight's special is a pot noodle with some bread and butter. So I'm going to put some pot noodle in the bread and eat it.
A pot noodle sandwich.
Yes, a pot noodle sarnie. And before anyone comments to say that's disgusting, you need to have a reality check. It's really nice.
Have you got it there yet, Ross, or is it not made yet?
No, it's here. It's here now.
Oh, come on then. Let's see the sandwich. Yeah.
Let me turn the thing on so there's no advertisements. Hang on 1 second. There we go. Because 1 sec. Right. I'm watching it upstairs tonight for the first time in a bit. So here is my pot noodle with my bread. No.
Can't you just dunk it in there? Dunk it, Ross. Just dunk it in there now while it's on TV. Dunk it. Yeah, dunk it.
Then I'll dunk it. There we go.
Oh, yeah. That's better.
Lovely jubbly. There we go.
Yeah.
Waiting for that is looks like a roadkill. Comments in 3.
Well, Will says that looks well nice.
Oh, thanks, Will. Is that your son?
It's my brother. Don't say that. You just. Right, okay. Oh, he's going to wind me up now. You've said that.
There we go. We've got some positive.
Anyway, Ross, come on then. Tonight.
No,
come on then, Ross.
You said about Ricardo. I think the reason I don't think he's playing him because of what happened when we played. I think Zoya. You know when he came back after so long and he got injured again. I think he just doesn't want to risk it. That could be a reason. Oh God, go away. Oh, that's that Tails guy. Oh, Jack's brother, Tails. But no, I think tonight will be a tough game. We cannot let them score. We cannot let if we're going to concede. Let's make sure they do not concede. We don't concede first.
Yeah, I said that.
But yeah, I think we need. I think 2-1. I think we'll go 1-0 up. They'll equalise and we'll go be really bricking it. Then they'll get a late winner from Vardy. I reckon.
To be fair, Ross, I think Ross could be on something. I can half imagine us letting a goal in early doors and then I just keep the faith and pulling it back.
From a Braga?
Jack?
I think we just need to maintain the performances and the standards that we've been performing each week and hope for the best. I think Vardy will get one tonight for sure.
Do hope so. I mean, Crimber Braga, last minute equaliser to go through.
Yeah.
Can you see?
Yeah.
I don't want it to be like that though, Ross.
I can honestly see that happening. You win it here first.
Yeah, I'm with you, Ross. I could see it happening. I could see us letting one in, but actually winning it at the end. I mean, it'd be the great sort of game if we're in the stadium. Ross, we're going to let you go. Thanks for your pot noodle sandwich. We'll see you later.
And some Recorder League as well. I need a drink.
Enjoy that.
Cider. Bit of Swedish cider.
I'm a cider drinker, I am. Right. So
see you later, Ross.
I bet.
We'll let Ross go. We've got Michael we're going to add in and Chris. Let's add them all in. Let's start with you, Michael, watching over in the States. What's your take on the team, Michael?
I like the look of the team today. Brendan says that he's going to have to, rotate players. We've been playing Thursday, Sunday for a while here. We've got some guys coming back from injury, and, we don't want to rush them. They don't have to play 90 minutes every game, and we have the guys to rotate at the back to do it. And so I think this is a perfect game to let Ricardo and Castagna and Harvey come in later in the match. Everybody wants them to start. Slavia Prague, I mean, they really didn't show me anything in the last match. I don't think they're going to get a goal today. And we still have Vardy and we still have Tielemans and Ndidi on the pitch at the same time. I mean, I think we're good to go today. 2-0.
Will, who can't stop commenting, my son says, we need to bring the swag tonight, Michael.
Well, we'll see what happens. This guy right here, he has swag for days. He just oozes swag, and he's waiting for Brendan to get him on. You know what swag is? Swag is cutting it in on the left and shooting from 30 yards out and then telling everybody, I had an open shot. What do you want? That's swag right there. And today is his chance to show us what he's got. I know a lot of people want him to start in the Premier League, but he needs to show us when he against these lower teams that he can get on the ball, be direct, and also get back on defense and keep us in possession of the ball.
Chris, we said
some swag.
Michael's talking about swag with under Chris. We've not got long till kickoff, so I've got to speed it up to get the lads in. It's a big night for Under, isn't it? Surely it's his night tonight.
Oh yeah, very much so. This is his night to actually prove that we need to sign him in the summer. This is the night that he can truly turn all the sort of negatives that we've had against him into really positive ones. And I quite like the team list tonight. I was a bit shocked that Pereira and Castagna were on the bench, but other than that, I thought, okay, I can see where they're going with this. It's a case of we're going to try and not concede and hopefully get him on the counter, which is what we're good at. So,
Chris, give us your score prediction, please, before we let you go.
Leicester City 2, Slavia Prague 1.
Improper sports report. 2-1 says Chris. Michael, come on then. What swaggy score?
2-0. Vardy and maybe a late one from Harvey off the bench.
So believable, Jeff.
Brilliant, Michael. Thanks, Chris. We'll see you guys later on. Cheers for that. I'll let Michael and Chris go. Sean, we're going to add in very quickly. We're going to get Sean's views, Jamie.
Yes, Sean. How the devil are you? Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
Very quickly, what do you think the score is going to be tonight, pal?
I think 4-0.
4-0.
4-0.
Positive. Good on you, Sean. That sounds really good. That does.
Who's going to score the first goal, Sean?
Under. Jamie Vardy. From the 80 spot.
Well, Sean, before we let you go, Sean, you've got to give us a big, it's got to be a big come on Leicester tonight because we really need it.
Okay then. Come on, Leicester, you can do it for the boss.
Good lad. Thank you, Sean.
Good lad.
We'll see you later. We've got to move on because we've got to get ready for the watch-along. Well done, Sean. 4-0. Everybody, Jack seems to be going for a Leicester win. I think that's hope, and not forlorn hope. But what's your prediction, Jack?
I think you've got to be confident. You've got to take every game seriously, in whoever the competition is. And Brendan had to rest players tonight ahead of Sunday, but hopefully we'll bring them players on like Ricardo in that second half. And I think I'm going to go 3-1 to Leicester tonight and back the boys.
3-1 Leicester. Jamie, what did you think?
I'm going for a win. Straightforward win. 2-0. No, I'll go 3-0. 3-0 win. 3-0 win.
3-0. That sounds.
Yeah. I was just looking at the fixtures for March. We've got 7 games, including the Arsenal game. We've got 7 games in 21 days.
Yeah.
That's what. Yeah. It's a tough old month.
That's part of being a top club.
Oh yes.
Get used to it, Jamie. It's lovely.
That's why the teams are being a bit rotated a little bit tonight. So there's a lot of games in the next 7 days.
Yeah, indeed. Listen, let's get in. I'm going to let you two go, and we'll see you guys later. Jack's doing the half-time catch up, so Jack, we'll see you back here at half-time.
Yeah, we'll see you at half-time, guys. Enjoy the first half, and I'll catch you here at half-time.
Brilliant. Thank you, Jack. Jamie?
Good evening to everyone in Australia, good evening to everyone in Australia, because they've just been turned back on. They're allowed to have foreign media on now, so Australia are now watching us. So,
Jamie,
good day, everyone.
You've been turning people on from Australia.
No, the
just with the looks.
Just turned them on. Yes,
you've not.
This space for radio. No, the government have turned media back on in Australia. So we're now back in Australia. So good day, sport.
Good day, sport. Jamie turning the Australians on again. That will hopefully be happening at the Foxes Arms very shortly, Jamie, when it's back open.
Oh, let's not go that far. From May the 17th, please, everyone, just stay indoors, and then from May the 17th, you can come on holiday. That's all I'm asking. Just stay indoors, then all come on holiday.
Indoors.
I think a trip.
Everyone stay indoors.
I think so. Yeah, September.
I think September we need to come out.
Yeah, I think so. We'll get there. We've been talking about it for a year or two, but I think this is the year now after everything that's happened. Yeah, brilliant. Thanks, Jamie. We'll see you later. Thanks to Jamie.
Be good.
Guys, I'm going to hand straight over to you guys. What is Locks drinking champagne? Champagne Charlie over there.
Bubbles, darling. Bubbles.
It's a European night at the King Power. Got to push the boat out a little bit, eh?
He's got some sparkling carver that he won at bingo last week. You can't even go bingo, but
Aldi special. Aldi special.
You're on Lambrisco, are you?
It's carver.
Yeah, indeed. Adrian says, nice backgrounds, lad. Jamie didn't get the memo. Listen, Adrian, it's hard enough trying to get Jamie to control the computer, let alone work out green screens and how you do all that. So we have to leave it. Listen, Tom, Locks, enjoy this game. The debate before the game, as you've heard, has been, is it too defensive? Everybody's a bit nervous, but, I'm going to let you guys debate that now. Jack's taking over at half-time. I'll be back at full-time. Come on, Leicester. I know we can do it. You know we can do it. Make sure you hit those likes, share this, subscribe, do all that stuff, but enjoy Tom and Locks while you're watching the match. So I'll see you later, lads.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate. Oh, go on. I'll sort you out. There we go. So we are in for another 90 minutes of European football. Another 90 minutes of me being 15 seconds behind Tom. So I'm relying on Tom, as always, to do the commentary and let me know what's happening. And more importantly, mate, it's a big chance to go into the next round of a European competition. Do you think we're going to do it?
Yeah, I'm positive enough. And the team for me is brilliant. I'm not going to sit here and slate because we've taken Pereira and Cassagna out. I mean, come on. Ricardo's coming back from a nasty injury. Let's not push him too quickly. Cassagna's coming back after 6 weeks out with a hamstring injury. We can't push him too quickly. We also go into a massive game at the weekend. People don't understand we got Arsenal. Now, I know they're not doing well, but it isn't that game. It's the fixture list. You look at the fixture for this weekend. Man United got Chelsea. So if Man U beat Chelsea and we win, we go like 10 points clear of them. West Ham are away at Manchester City at 12 o'clock kickoff on Saturday. So Man City beat West Ham, we can go 7-8 points clear of them. That could be massive towards the back end of the season for getting Champions League football. So I think he's got the tactic spot on tonight. I think he's got the team spot on tonight. And look, Mr. Under's got a big game in front of him. He wanted a game. He's got a game now. Go and show us why we should sign him. For me, he's done bits and pieces when he played. I know he's not played a lot, but when we have seen him, he has done bits and pieces. But we need a 90 minutes from him tonight for me.
Let me know when your game kicks off, mate.
Okay, bud.
Just coming up to kick off.
Yep. Referee saying something to Vardy. And we are still waiting. And we're underway. There we go. Long ball over the top from Hansa. Tries to fight Under down the left. No, Albrighton down the left side. So Albrighton will operate down the left-hand side. And Under will be operating down the left-hand side. As in the first half, they will kick towards the family stand, Leicester.
good news. It's only about 4 seconds delay today, so not too bad.
Oh.
But you'll still know what happens before me. Fee, come on. I mean, it wasn't too bad actually, Tom. Again in the first leg because we didn't even score, so there was nothing to really celebrate. But I think tonight's gonna be a bit different. Come on, Foxes, please give me a win before my birthday tomorrow. Yes, Fee's birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday, Fee, for tomorrow.
Fee.
Hopefully, I nearly said the 3 points, but no, there aren't 3 points up for grabs. It's just a space in the next round, the round of 16, is it? Yes. But yes, and then a quick one here from, someone asked what channel it was on. It's on BT Sport ESPN. Not a fan of it because it's got delays on my side, but yeah, BT Sport ESPN. And a quick one from Luke as well from Tails. Remember, guys, check out Tails YouTube, quality content. Evening, lads. Understandable selection. Can't afford any more injuries with a packed schedule coming, which is spot on. To be fair, mate, obviously Marty's there at right back again. I think he's been absolutely brilliant.
Sancho through the middle of the park. Sancho edge of the area, pulls it back to Tillemans. It's gone wide, found under on this right-hand side of the box. Stands his man up, goes towards the byline, goes round his man into the box, pulls it across the box. Oh, Sancho volleyed it over the crossbar, all of 6 yards out.
Oh,
goalie parried it away, and it fell to Sancho, who was still up in the area trying to look for a goal. And it's brilliant play from under. Skips past his man for fun. Under has a shot, goalie parries it, and Sancho slices it, absolutely slices it wide from 6 yards. Oh, he's got under it. He's dropped goal with it. He should be at Tigers for that one.
He could have gone on to Wes Morgan versus Sevilla vibes then, mate. Bloody hell.
Oh God.
What a
first goal of the season for him it would have been. Ball over the top, looking for Tilleman, headed away, comes to the edge of the area, under touches, shoots, and it'll go for a corner kick. Yeah, it got a touch, it'll go wide for a corner kick.
Positive start here for Leicester.
Yeah, really started on the front foot. They looked for the ball over the top to find Tillemans. Prague defenders got in way each other, fell to the edge of the area, undertakes a couple of touches, tries to hit it, slices, but it does catch the defender in a corner after 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, here's a quick question, mate, just before anything else happens. I mean, with Under in the team now, obviously it's not something we've seen a lot of this season. Do you think it's because of that lack of creativity from Maddison not being in the team and obviously Barnes being rested? Or do you just think it's the right game for him?
I think it's the right game for him. I generally feel if we haven't had so many games and Barnes starts because of how in form he is at the moment. But, you know, we've got to chop and change it. And Joy's probably right to give Under a game against this team. We saw what they could do last week. We're on a better pitch this week, massively. We're not on a potato field. And, you know, he wanted a game. He's got one, mate. It's massive for him tonight to prove what he can do. Under with the ball now, we talk about it. But everyone's run away from him. I wasn't surprised with Hamza in the team. I called it last night. As soon as I saw Maddison was out, for me, Under was... Marty gives the ball away. Hamza was always going to play tonight because you push Tillemans forward straight away. You've got to keep that creativity. I think Tillemans better sitting deep because he can start the play up like a quarterback for me. That's where his best position is. But overall, I think Hamza comes and sits next to Ndidi quite happily.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously, Albrighton on the left, mate. I don't remember the last time we saw Mark Albrighton on the left-hand side. So, title-winning season? Bloody hell.
It was.
When he had Mahrez on the other side.
Yeah, it was that. And, yeah, it was always him cutting in, swinging it from the right-hand side, from the left in with his right foot and bending it towards the goalkeeper.
Yeah, absolutely.
Under is the next Turkish crack.
We'll see. Soyuncu was good last leg. Yeah, Soyuncu was good in the first leg. I think, you know, this is the problem with Soyuncu and Fofana now, mate, because obviously, look, Fofana, it looked like it was stolen Soyuncu's place in the team, and now it's the other way around.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. You know, if Fofana hadn't got injured, the question would be, I'll ask everyone, would Sancho got back in, ball into the box, looking for Vardy, headed away? Would Fofana got, you know, kept his place, and would Sancho stayed on the bench? That would be the big question. I don't know, because Fofana was playing out of his skin, mate. So we've got to look at it.
I think so. Personally, I think Sancho would have stayed. Fofana would have stayed in that starting 11. Completely agree with you, mate. What you drinking tonight, mate? You got anything there? You got a beer or?
Just squash, mate. Tonight, work tomorrow, so behaving myself. Let me just play with this green screen because it's too minding.
Tom's gone.
That's the best I'm going to get.
Dave Gavin back as always every week with the €4 today. Let's get this game to bed 3-0. I hope so, Dave. I really do hope so.
Yeah.
Let's hope the referee's a bit better today as well, mate.
I don't even want to talk about him. I was that.
I know.
And it was beyond a joke the last game against them with the ref. You know, hopefully the referee has had his marching orders and won't be in the competition again, because that was appalling. I mean, I'm sure Leicester City would have lodged a complaint about how poor he was, because they have to do their report after a game if they've got that many problems. I'm sure Rodgers would have had a few choice words to say after the game because he wasn't happy. And I don't blame him. It's all right, the Prague coming out and said, "Oh, you can't moan at the ref in the pitch." Well, yeah, you can. Pitch, I'm not going to sit here because it happens. We've both got to play on it. But the referee, I mean, some of the decisions were shocking. And not to give a card to them in the whole of 90 minutes, but to book, Tillemans, I think, got booked in that game, and Nacho for catching him in the face with a fingernail.
Lux, what happened with just the head on show? Oh yeah, I forgot about that actually. You weren't here, were you, Tom, when I did the? I'm gonna do it one week, mate. I'm just gonna have my head for the whole show, just a floating head.
Oh dear.
But yeah. Anyway, I played FIFA 21 earlier. Leicester versus Slav 8-1. Barnes ripped them apart. Just saying there.
Ball over the top for Prague and behind. Under's covered, and well, luckily it was a poor touch because Under was wrong side of his man there.
Yeah. I hope Leicester can make score 3-0. Yes. I hope Leicester can make. Oh, I've just read that. Yeah. No decision went our way in the first leg. They weren't giving us nothing. Nope, not at all. Yeah, the tweet. Yeah, Fee put a tweet on about the floating head when I was like that, because there was a comment up on screen at this.
Now I do.
There was a comment on screen at the same time saying you should do it, or something. I can't remember what it was. I can't remember what the comment was. But yeah, it was about a floating head. Tell you, it'll be more impressive. Let me try and do something before.
You're not missing much. Leicester just passing around at the back here and just trying to build themselves up now, because the game's just started to slow down a little bit. Started off really, really high tempo for Leicester, but last couple of minutes just dipped away.
Hold on, I'm trying to cover the nozzle. Here we go. Oh, where's it coming from? Oh, it's pouring out.
Sounds like a dirty channel, this does now.
It reminds me of that. I was watching Chappie's channel once, mate, and obviously Chappie uses a green screen, but he was given a green screen away, and for some reason, like, his head hadn't clicked like what a green screen actually does when you hold it in front of you. I remember he was like,
Yeah.
"Whoa, what the hell's going on?" It was funny. But yeah, as Tom said, not much happening here. 8.5 minutes in. Leicester obviously had a very good start to the game. It's obviously quieted down a little bit. But yeah, 0-0, just coming up to 9 minutes in.
Yeah, Prague passing around at the back. Goalkeeper's come out to the left-hand side and back to the goalkeeper. Prague say they're probably they're trying to pull Leicester out, obviously, and then it goes long over the top down to the left-hand side. Luke Thomas jumps up, but throw to Leicester. It's good to see Luke Thomas keeping his place. His performance at the weekend was second to none for me. He deserved to keep his place and probably deserved to keep it for Arsenal.
I had COVID jab yesterday. Feel about crap, so need a win tonight would be good. Fingers crossed. Both of our Jameses are out. Yeah, James Justin, James Madison. Very observant. Smash those likes. Remember, guys, get us to 100 likes on YouTube. Be much appreciated. We're on 35 or something at the minute. I don't know. Jamie will tell us.
Under down the left-hand side. Shoots. Ooh, has a shot, cuts it on from the right onto his left foot and has a crack at goal. Goalie saves it. Not bad. Better from Leicester. Quick play from Wilfred to find Under on the right-hand side of the box. Once again, cuts inside 25 yards out and has a crack at goal, but just dips in front of the goal, who made it a bit more difficult for him there. But I want to see a bit more from Under than just cutting inside every time, kid, and shooting, because you've got a habit of doing that. For me, you need to be a bit more clever. Leicester, the ball, Vardy. Looks right. Oh, he leaves it away. Look round the corner for Albright, but he can't find him, and it'll go back to Prague. I mean, big results today. Arsenal go through in the last minute. I think they won 4-3 on aggregate. Rangers winning 8. Was it 8-2, 8-3?
Really?
Against Richie Delat's Antwerp. Royal Antwerp. Richie Delat's team. Good old Richie. Love Richie.
Love Richie a lot.
His goal against Derby in that 4-0 win will never be forgotten.
Rangers, yeah.
8-5.
9-5 on aggregate, yeah.
Ball over the top again. Fimes under on the right hand side. Come towards the corner flag. Holds the ball up. He's 1-on-1 with his man. Drops the shoulder, plays it on the floor, and goes straight into a Prague play.
Bloody hell. Yeah, Napoli out on aggregate. Napoli have been knocked out.
All ball to the touchline, runs over, and it'll be a goal kick. Well worked. Albrighton coming all the way from the left-hand side to the right to close down there. We'll play Mark Albrighton. But they go to Brendan Rodgers as he takes a nice piece of gum.
United are playing Sociedad. So which teams are out? So we've got Lille are out. Benfica are out. Napoli are out. Antwerp are out. And yeah, the rest are crap anyway. Hoffenheim. Andre Kramaric. Damari Gray's Leverkusen. Yeah. Hoffenheim got knocked out today. Yeah. Damari Gray's Leverkusen are playing right now as we speak. People going mad for him after his assist the other day. Just seen that under attempt at a lovely ball outside his foot. Yeah,
tried to find Mark O'Brien, got intercepted. Sancho comes forward again, plays it into Vardy's feet. And he says Vardy's having to drop to pick this ball up at the moment because there's no space in behind. Ball goes wide. Johnny Evans will find Albrighton. He'll play it back to Luke Thomas. Thomas back to Albrighton. Albrighton will swing this in right-footed. No one at the back post, and it'll travel straight out for a goal kick. It's going to be one of those nights tonight. It's going to take its time for me. I didn't see this a big win. I thought we might win 1-2-0, but I think we're going to find it very frustrating like the first leg because Prague do not look like they're going to set up to come and have a go tonight. They're literally going to try and defend and pick us up off on the counter-attack.
Yeah, I mean, I said to you in the first leg, mate, about how looking at our bench on that day, we didn't really have a lot of quality coming off the bench. You know, we had Nacho and obviously, but tonight we do have Barnes on the bench, and I think, you know, throwing him on, you know, later on in the game in the second half, obviously that can cause problems.
Yeah, of course, we know what Barnes can do. We can also bring Ricardo on and push him forward now. We've seen how he did it the weekend. Him and Cassagna down the right were a match made in heaven for me. You know, they worked really well. I know the goal comes from down that side, and Luke Thomas gets caught out of the back in the near post, but he's had to come across and cover 2 men really in theory because we made a hash at that goal for me. But I thought Cassagna and Ricardo worked well, so you've always got that option if you want to take, you know, Amati off and bring on. And that'll be a corner kick, by the way, to Prague after coming up to 14 minutes as they zoom in on the man we're talking about, Harvey Barnes. He'll be probably a bit what's about not playing tonight, but I think he'll also know that Brendan wants him ready for Arsenal at the weekend. And
what's he eating? Some sweets?
Oh, some little sweets, some Haribos or something. Bit of energy in there, sugar. Ball to come in from Prague. It'll be a outswinger, right-footed, swinging away from Kasper. Headed away, big header away by Johnny Evans there. Under will chase it down. Prague still at the ball, and they win. Throwing, but ball bounce back off Albrighton, back off the Prague player, and throw to Leicester, just in our halfway in our half.
Finn's here. If we got 1-0 down, it's going to be really difficult. Great assist from Gray. Johnny says under is roaming, almost playing a number 10. Phillips here. Remember, guys, as well, if you can, please click the subscribe button on YouTube, get us nearer to the 7,000. Authentic Darren says something tells me Mark Albrighton will score tonight, maybe even the first goal. Fingers crossed, that'll be great. And then, yeah, Nick says get Barnes on the Vardy diet, lol. Yeah.
Kasper plays a risky ball, and Sancho just picks it up. Got no option to boot it forward and can't find anybody. We have to start again at the back. Casper will go wide, finds Luke Thomas again. Another weird, risky ball from Casper there. I mean, Leicester are trying to place ball up quickly. I mean, look, straight away, Prague sitting straight, 10 men behind the ball.
Very organised.
Oh, mate, they were, and we said it in the first leg how organised they were. Yes, we had enough chances. Let's not get it wrong. Barnes had the one-on-one that he put straight at the goalkeeper. He has a volley at the back post, what for me he has to do better with. He has plenty of time to put that in the net for me.
Thanks, Keith, for doing the VAR on Harvey Barnes' sweets. We have it on good authority from Keith that it is definitely jelly babies he was eating.
It's a nice play in and around the box. They just can't find Vardy on the end of the pass. Fair play under there. He's working hard back to cover. He comes to under on the right-hand side, lifts it up. Free kick to Leicester, handball. Put it down and play. That's what we've got to do. We've got to play quickly. You can't start mucking around. There we go. That's better on the man. Albrighton plays the ball over to top, looking for Vardy, and it'll get head back to the goalkeeper. Again, it's like that now. Under's got to understand that ball's got to be dropped and played because we are not going to have time for letting Prague settle. Because as soon as they settle, they'll drop back into that 5-4, you know, at the back, and they'll just defend for the lives tonight. That's all they're going to do. Ooh, Under gets in the way of Tillemans, but Leicester lose the ball. For advantage to Prague, handball. Ball down the line, Johnny will come over. Prague into the box on the left-hand side. Still on the left, pulls it back, edge of the area to the captain. Coming across the box towards the right. Has a long way shot. All of 35 yards, someone shoots and gets blocked with a wall of blue in front of them. Not sure who he thought he was there, shooting from 35, 40 yards out. Albrighton rings the ball back. Vardy attacks his man. He's got Tillemans next to him. He cuts inside. Oh, he gets tackled. Albrighton shoots and corner kicks, takes deflection. It was Tillemans making the run off. Vardy checked back inside and Prague just get a foot on it. Well played by Mark Albrighton, you know, nicking the ball back up half the pitch. There's only Tillemans with him to play forward. He hasn't really got the angle. The ball just slows up. Albrighton shoots, deflected over the crossbar. I'm expecting for me there, Jamie, probably for me, should have been pulling the trigger. Have a go. You don't know what the goal is, right? You know, you're getting close to the goal, 20 yards out. Have a go. We know you can shoot. I know it's not your best thing long distance, but
I've heard bad things about Czech goalkeepers, mate. I'm not gonna lie. Someone in the last live stream put it in the first leg. Some guy from the Czech Republic told us about them, and they're not very reliable, apparently.
Albrighton to swing this one away for the goalkeeper. Morvachik comes round. Johnny Evans back across the goal. Oh, he fell straight to the Prague player. He's knocked it back to his goalkeeper, but he can't give it as a delivery. It's just hit him and gone back to him. But Johnny Evans came all the way back, volleys it back across the goal, and like I say, the Prague player sticks a foot up and it falls back into the goal. Well, dramatically, goalkeeper's hands as he dives in the air.
Yeah, I saw that. Nick says we need to keep it on the deck. The ball is in the air far too much for my liking. They're a physical side as well. They're going to beat us in the air, I think, mate. So, yeah.
Totally agree, Nick. We are playing too many long balls, too many balls out wide, trying to whip it in. No point. What is the point with little Vardy in the front there? You know, he's not going to... He can score with header, we know that, but it's not his greatest achievement. The ball needs to be in behind. If you're going to play it in the air, you've got to be pinpoint. And against a team who are sitting so deep, there's no space in behind for the ball to go into.
Yeah.
Ching ching. Bubbles. Casper whips one wide out to the left-hand side.
3 things are guaranteed in life, mate. Taxes, death, and a Kasper Schmeichel dodgy ping. A dodgy Kasper Schmeichel ping from his 6-yard box.
Sean Albrighton better than ever yet. That chance came by Albrighton closing down from the front and winning the ball back halfway in their half, and that set Leicester on the way. But like I say, I really think Vardy there should be shooting for me. As soon as he gets within 20 yards, have a shot, mate. Test that goalkeeper. He doesn't look the greatest to me. I just think have a go at him. Small glass locks. Champagne, darling. Champagne.
Oh.
Call me Bubbles. Oh, Hamza, you got to be careful there, kid. Sliding in with his studs coming up a little bit. Careful, Hamza Chowdhury. We know you like to get into these ones and give them the old shh. But yeah, we need you on the pitch tonight. And
Locks, all that's missing is a waiter for you to sit. Hold on, my missus is somewhere. Darling, I need a refill.
Oh dear.
No.
If Locks disappears off the stream, we know why.
Yeah.
And we're now 20 minutes in. And it's flown by the first 20 minutes in some ways. It's been end to end at times.
Oh, here she is. Here she is. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Cheers. Yeah, cheers. It's not her. Imagine I've just got her on speed
Cinnamons
dial.
Goes wide, finds Luke Thomas bombing down the left-hand side, halfway in the Leicester half, in the Prague half. Cuts back inside, going backwards again, boys. We need to look forward because now at Prague, have got every man behind the ball again. Told you, I'll say it now. All these big predictions tonight, I'd love us to win, but got to get that first goal because at the moment, the longer this games go on, the more Vardy tries to find Tinnemans with a 1-2 and can't find him. But the side flag goes up. Vardy was offside, and he doesn't look impressed. Locks the Lambrini.
I don't think I've ever had Lambrini. What is it? Is it like a crappy? Right. Okay. One of them.
100 Meadows. Black Tower.
Free glasses for a £5 in bloody Mosh or something. Yeah.
Yeah, the White Lightning.
Oh yeah, of course I have, mate. Yeah. Do you have Frosty Jacks in England?
Frosty Jacks.
Was it just? I think it's just a Welsh thing. There was something called Frosty Jacks when I lived in Wales, and it was like it's a bottling company in Birmingham. But yeah, Frosty Jacks it was called, mate. It was like a White Lightning.
Sanchez tries 3-4 cross turns, nearly gets the ball away and gets lucky that the Prague player just nicks and kicks out from a throw to Leicester there because we muck around at the back there, boys. Can't do that. Sorry, they're going to push us. Frosty Jacks is in.
I don't know if it was just a Welsh thing, but yeah, clearly it is. Bloody hell. There's 90 people on YouTube watching. Thank you to all the 90 people on YouTube and on Facebook. But yeah, the 90 on YouTube.
Huh?
It's very easy for you to hit the like button. So please do. And subscribe.
Oh no. Oh no. Sanchez gone down here. Oh, one on the ankle. Stands on his ankle. And then the Prague player rolls around like he's been hurt himself. Behave. And the Prague player looks at him like, where's my free kick? And they're like, well, it's not. Oh,
and he got a free kick?
Has he given a free kick to Prague there when he stood on Sanchez's foot? Oh, come off it.
They love it. Yeah. They love it. They love it.
Rolling round. You just roll round like you've been shot. He's given a free kick. Right. So the ball's come out. Sanchez nicked the ball away and the bloke stood on his foot. The referee's saying that Sanchez stood on his foot because he rolled around more. That's basically what's won this. Because the Prague player rolled around 10 times, he's won the free kick. Where Sanchez carried on, got the ball back, and then felt his foot and went down. Behave, referee. That's embarrassing. There we go. I've said it's not already. Embarrassing. Embarrassing, referee.
I'm going to make a video, mate. Like, so every time you say it.
Ball whipped in. Towards the centre, headed away by Johnny Evans. Oh, that looks nasty. Free kick to Leicester. Johnny Evans took one right on the head then. Player wasn't even looking at the ball, gone straight into Johnny. And then moaned saying he should get a free kick. Behave yourself, European refs. So ball's in the air. Look at that, I think Johnny might have been.
What do you mean in terms of what?
Well, because Blake. Well, no, because for me, the Prague player wins the header quite clearly, and Johnny runs into him. You know, Johnny's not won the header there, and Lad is looking at the ball. There's no if but the Prague player was looking at the ball there. So I don't know what the referees looked and thought. How's that a free kick to Leicester? But we'll take that after that shocking decision. Sanchez with the ball in the left back position. Let's go all the way back to Casper. Take your time. And he'll ping one out to the right-hand side. Finds Under on his chest. Great touch, first touch by Under. Martin makes the run down the line, but he ain't going to find him. looks for the big switch. Can he find Luke Thomas? Luke Thomas can keep it in, and it will run out for a goal kick. But unlucky there. Good play by Under. Tried the mass 60 ball switch, and he just overcooked it a little bit to throw to Prague. Very unlucky there.
25 minutes in, or 25 and a half minutes in, just in case anyone was wondering. 0-0.
Yeah, we've not really had a clear-cut chance yet, mate. That's my big concern. We've not opened them really and tested the goalkeeper. You know, I'd say the one we did have, and that was Sionchu, after about 2.5 minutes when he volleyed over. And, well, I'm not going to say volley, screwed one wide, scuffed it on the outside of his boot from 6 yards volley. After Under had done some great work into box, Johnny Evans comes forward, plays the ball into Albrighton. Albrighton shoots low across the goalkeeper and he saves it. Can't get enough power on the shot as he's trying to pull it round. Lovely ball by Johnny Evans, though. Picked up the ball in there after, carried on. Albrighton made the run in from right to left. Sorry,
a couple times tonight,
right.
We've seen our centre halves come into midfield, mate, and try and kind of, you know, play a pass into the front three. Yeah,
and you saying about that, it was the same with the wingers as well. Under's coming from that right hand side to the left, and just then Albrighton came from the left hand side into the right hand side of the pitch by Vardy dropping off and then running in behind. So that's one of the tactics I think they're looking at. Vardy dropping in and pulling away the centre halves, and then the wingers running in the back of them, in behind. I mean, what would you think Rodgers is thinking after 25, 26 minutes? Do you think he'll be pleased with what he's seen, or do you think he'll be frustrated that we haven't really caused them that much problems yet?
Yeah, I mean, it's a difficult one, isn't it, mate? I mean, look, 27 minutes in, you'd have hoped that we would have had, obviously, a clear-cut chance by now, but you've lost. Well, you know, Barnes is unforced, obviously. You know, it isn't a forced change. Obviously, he is on the bench being rested, but you have lost Maddison, mate, and that's a big, big loss of creativity in the team. And you know, the team has to be set up differently tonight because of that. Obviously, with Hamza being in as well as Ndidi. So, and Barnes. I mean, I think to be fair,
Prague in, shoots. Ooh, just wide of the post. Leicester got lucky there. Long ball over the top. Sionchu, Johnny Evans, both not marking the man. Sionchu and Thomas get caught at the back there, and he tries his luck from 25 yards with a dipping volley.
If he gets a bit of height on that, mate, a bit of a
Casper, if he gets it over Casper, I mean, a bit more of a height on that, Casper's in trouble if he can get it over the top of him and just to the right. Because Casper was at full reach there and it only just went wide of the post.
Abdullah Simmer, one of their most promising players.
That was the first chance for Prague for me. That's their first clear-cut chance. It's taken 28 minutes to get their first chance, and well, Leicester got to be better there because Sionchu and Luke Thomas, no one's marking him. He's just standing in between. Someone's got to be taking that responsibility there.
And they'll know that there'll be options. They know that they'll have chances on the counter, mate. Oh my God!
I know. I've got a lucky there as well. Albrighton pings one at Casper, and he has to take a touch.
But yeah, we've seen it before. We've seen it before, mate, where, you know, when we're playing against a team that obviously are giving us the ball, you know, letting us, seeing what we can do with it, and they have hitters on the counter. You look at, you know, just to name a couple, Fulham, West Ham, Villa. You know, it's I don't know, mate. It's risky, but we all know Leicester City. I mean, come on, we love to play on the counter, but sometimes we do struggle to break teams down when they're as organised as this. So we're going to have to come up with something special, aren't we, mate, tonight to obviously get through now. Nick Moore, that Simmer lad looks promising. 14 goals in 21 appearances. Not a bad ratio, that. Not at all. Not at all.
Sionchu down the left-hand side. Plays in. Thomas down the left. Pulls it across, goalie gets out and catches it. He can't find anyone in the box, and Vardy just telling him, put a bit more height on it, kid. You got to get it over the top. Well played, Sionchu. Frees Thomas down the left, and he can't get any height on it. He gets the whip on it, and he gets the power, but too close to the goalkeeper at the near post.
Yeah, if he gets onto that, mate, a few yards earlier, He might have enough space there to whip it into Vardy in the back post.
He's just stretching into on that last bit.
FA, I'm not going to try and pronounce your name. Hello, lads. Just joined. Hope you're well. After sloppy so far. Yeah, well. To be fair, mate, so far it's just giving me vibes of the first leg. Same with you, or?
Yeah, it's like I said at the end of the first leg for me. There's just always going to be problems tonight. Always going to be difficult to break them down. And I think Adam Tucker has just nailed on the coffin there for me. Overlapping wing back is where we break them down, and unfortunately, Marty hasn't crossed the halfway line, and isn't the type of player. Totally agree. And I said it when we played them the first leg. We looked at the game against Villa when we had Pereira and Cassano in the same team overlapping each other. Ooh, ball across the box, Casper catches, and then you had Luke Thomas and Barnes down the other side. We open team for fun when we got overlapping winners, because it means teams have got to have to think more who's making the run.
And do you see one of them lads then in the second half, mate? Castagna, Pereira?
See, getting 45 minutes, mate, if we carry on the way we are, and if Brendan's not happy to make the change to bring someone like Pereira on or Cassano. Ball down the right-hand side, Vardy will get on the end of this. Into the box he comes, cuts it back, and the defender gets the ball away for a corner kick. Yeah, I can't see getting to more than 60 minutes, mate. Brendan's not one extra time tonight. That will be the main priority. Get this done in 90 minutes. Because, look, Arsenal's had a tricky game tonight. They've been pushed all the way and got through. They have now got to fly back from Greece, is it? They've got to flight back, prepare, and then travel up to Leicester. So they ain't got the turnaround like us. For me, get this done in 90 minutes. Get yourself in bed by 12 o'clock tonight. Get some rest. Get on the pitch tomorrow and start prepping for Arsenal. In the afternoon session maybe, or Saturday morning, be ready for the game now. But if it goes to extra time, mate, your plans for already for training go out the window. I mean, they'll have some plans in case it goes to extra time, because they're prepared. But you want to get as much time you can on the pitch, not stuck in classrooms. Ooh, cleared ball.
Not a bad corner that.
Nothing. Not bad, better.
Albrighton taking it, must I add.
And did he with a dipping volley, but can't get enough power on it.
Comment here from Mick Bizil Michael from the States. He says, we don't have any cohesion between the lines. Best balls have been from the back line through to the goal. I mean, we are obviously missing that Maddison, aren't we? Where a lot of the time we would have a defender or Ndidi, playing the ball into Maddison. He does a little turn, then plays through, one of the forwards. And obviously that option isn't there tonight. So I think, we'll see how it goes. But Under, what have you thought to Under so far tonight, mate?
I thought he started off quite promising. He was quite lively, and he's just disappeared. But then again, I think a number of the players have disappeared into this game so far, and we look frustrated already, mate. If I'm honest, as a team, like Tielemans for me isn't the Tielemans you see when he's sitting deeper. But who do you play in that number 10 role? If you put Tielemans back, say where Hamza is, do you play under or behind the 10? Is he going to work hard enough to be that 10? Because as we all know, Maddison works hard in the team, and Under'd have to put the shift in there. Do you put Barnes in at 10 and hope he can create it? But then you're taking his threat out of the game of him running at people down the wing and cutting inside. It's a difficult situation. I can understand why he's played Tielemans there, because he's the most creative one you've got. But I think you lose Tielemans' game big time with him being so far up the pitch.
The other side of the coin, is that the one you did, mate? Did you go on their channel?
Yes, mate. I've been on a few times.
Good luck, guys. Really want to see Leicester go through. Really like how you guys are operating as a club. Cheers for that.
Cheers, mate. Thanks for that, bud.
Do you think, obviously, the players might get a boost from maybe a change at half time, mate? Maybe a bit of a, like you said, a full, maybe one of the wing backs coming on. Castagna, Ricardo.
You'd hope so, mate. You'd hope it would give us a lift, and Prague think how we got to defend differently. Now we've got extra, attackers on the pitch. I mean, at the moment, if you're Prague, you're thinking they haven't really caused us any problems. I know because they've had the ball in the box and this, that, and the other, but they haven't caused us that many problems. Vardy closed the goalkeeper down, and he'll slice one up the pitch straight to Amati. Amati had this straight down to Tielemans, and can't find him, and Prague has the ball back. It's sloppiness like that, mate. It's little things like that. You have the ball in a good area in their half, and we give it away. Ooh, free kick. Luke Thomas goes in. You ain't going to book him for this, ref. Come off it. Behave yourself. That's not even a card. The ball's set up. Luke Thomas has gone to do him. He dummies it, and then Oh, there's a little elbow in there. Oh my! And he's rolling round again. Number 5. This is the 3rd time, but already. Let me just mention that the number 5 for Prague, who rolls
He's holding
around
his face
and doesn't even touch him in the face. It's a bit embarrassing, if I'm honest, already that players are rolling around. Behave yourselves.
Was that a yellow?
No, he didn't. He didn't get booked, mate. He didn't book him.
$35 in, or just coming up to 36 minutes in, still Leicester 0, Slavia Prague 0 after, a first leg and then 35 minutes of this second leg. Reece Knight, Luke Thomas is a terrible footballer. What does he offer? I don't know what you've been watching at all in the last few months, but
Reece Knight.
what? Neil Whitmore with the 199 super sticker. Thank you, Neil, for the 199, mate. Really appreciate that. It just goes back into the channel. Well played under.
Down the right hand side, Thomas holds him up. Well played, Thomas. Holds him up, wins the ball back. A free kick to Leicester. Hamza Chaudhry fouled. By the way, that lad who mentioned about Thomas, he got he's joint man of the match in our poll, I think, at the weekend. He offers enough. The kid.
Reese says, I watch every game. He doesn't ever pass forward. I would recommend watching back the Aston Villa game and the Liverpool game, and you will see a lot of forward passes. So I don't think you do watch every game, unfortunately.
Braga, when he got in the box and scored.
What?
And the Braga game when he got in the box and scored.
I thought you said Prague have gone in the box and scored. I was like, what? No.
No.
But yeah, Luke Thomas is a great player. And young.
Can't get the shot away. Just sat up for him nicely there, and he couldn't get the volley away.
Not sure if I'm watching the same game or not. Ref seems the same as the Prague players, holding face as usual. Hayden, Luke Thomas is a great player and is a young and talented player we have at our club.
I think people are biting. Don't bite this. Whoever he is.
Yeah. I think he's joking around, honestly. But yeah.
Is this the same Reece that doesn't rate Brighton? Well, I think it could be the same Reece that doesn't rate all Brighton, if I'm honest with you.
It could be. It could be the same one.
Headed in by Prague and headed wide. Free header as well. Should be doing better there.
I'm not the only one. See, I think a couple of people's. I was sure you said. I thought you said Prague are in the box and scored. I went, no. I'm waiting for it to come.
Oh dear. No, it's the same. Luke Thomas against Braga. Was it Prague? Yeah, it was Braga.
Braga.
Yeah, when he scored an equaliser, I think it was one of the equalisers. Sorry, boys.
I agree with you, Michael. Luke Thomas got lungs and heart and youth.
Ball into the box again. Leicester have to clear this one. Ball sits up. And Marty with a... Oh, dear, Marty. He tries to bicycle kick it and then slices it. Leicester come down the left, though, with Tillemans, but there's only Vardy in front of him at the moment. He hasn't got an option. Oh, he's going to go down. Soon as he touched him, even Tillemans is laughing now. Tillemans knocks it past his man, touches him on the shoulder, and wow. He just falls over there.
What the? Did your stream just start lagging when they were showing the replay?
Yeah, it did. I don't know if it's that or the dodgy replay or.
No, it was me, mate. It was a dodgy replay, and I went to say something. I started choking on my drink.
Prague down the left hand side. Side should come over and keeps the block. Forest fella. He's not a Forest fan.
It feels like a crime calling him Reece Knight. I don't think that's his real name. Albrighton Thomas look very sloppy. Yeah, well, I think it's just a bit of it's a tough game at the minute, isn't it? I mean,
I don't think it's just empty, man. I think we've all of the players ball hard and low across the box, and Casper will pick up. Yeah, I don't think anyone's been great with the football tonight. I can't pinpoint anyone and say they've had a great game so far. It's been really, really sloppy for me. We started off after 3 minutes and it looked quite well. We were really having a go, and for some reason we've just gone back in the shell for me.
Yeah.
Under wins the ball back.
It definitely doesn't agree with my heartburn. I'll tell you that for free. Bloody hell. Got a terrible heartburn. I'm gonna have to pop a couple Cavagna at the half time. Or Rennies. What is that what they call Rennies? Yeah, they work wonders, they do. There's another big one though, mate. 11:30 on Sunday against Arsenal. Are you on Daddy Daycare?
Daddy Daycare all day, mate.
Bet you're fuming.
Killing me all these Sunday games, mate. Absolutely killing me.
To be fair, with them diving about like fairies, we can't play a game yet. It's well put there, Nick. Phil says this is a bit dull, but we are still in this match, so let's hope for a better second half. Yeah, I think if we go into it, as long as we go into this half time, mate, obviously with a clean sheet still, I think Rodgers will be making a change at half time. If I'm honest with you.
Leicester down the left-hand side, Albrighton slips in Vardy down the inside into the box on the left. Straight into the goalie's arms. Can't find anyone. And beyond Vardy frustrated, I'm frustrated, but the only person in the box was under then. There needs to be more in the box. We've got to give them. Albrighton slips in Vardy down the left, runs into the box, takes a touch, tries to cut it up, only to find the goalkeeper's arm, but there's only in there. Vardy then kicks the advertising board in frustration.
You saw him take a little glance up, mate. He lifted his head just to see if anyone was running into the box, and there was nothing.
Well, like you say, there was one person. We did this in the first leg. It's too easy for Prague. If you only got one man to mark, then you're not going to have to be worried too much. 4 a.m. kickoff for Arsenal for me. Kegs and eggs. Kegs and eggs.
Oh, don't. I can't. I don't want extra time. No. I don't want extra time. I'm going to have to open another bottle if it goes extra time.
You don't want to spend just not at £4.99 a bottle.
Excuse me, it was £5.62, thanks. God.
Last of the big spenders.
I wonder if Jamie's got any of these at the Fox's Arms, eh?
Mate, that Jamie runs a classy establishment, thank you. Ball into the box, headed away by Marty. Under wins a goal kick. And then the bloke sticks his arm out going, have not got a free kick.
Oh, I hate them, mate. I hate people. You know what? It's like a team of Jack Grealishes. It does me head in. What's worse than one Jack Grealish? 11 of them, and this is 11 Jack Grealishes.
Wasn't it nice to watch a game though without him falling over all the time? Don't get me wrong, he's a very talented footballer, but if he cuts out the dive, Sancho missed the header, gets back to cover and heads it back to Casper. You got lucky there, Sancho tries to flick it backwards over his head and completely misses it.
You know what the worst thing, mate? The thing that does me head in most about Grealish is if someone fouls him, if he fouls someone and it's not given, he's like, he's throwing a bloody tantrum. So, yeah. What do you mean, Locks? Have you not seen this? Seen what? I'm confused.
Ooh, Lambrini.
It's not Lambrini for crying out loud. It's...
Say it.
Carver. Brute. I'm Brute.
Brute paint stripper.
Yeah.
Leicester win the ball back. Tillemans, but can't get it off Prague. Hamza Chowdhury, what a tackle, kid. What a tackle for Hamza there. Smashes his man. Plays it side back to Hamza. Hamza down the side to the left. Finds Albrighton. Got plenty of time to take a touch onto the right-hand side. Whips in. Finds Hamza. Goes down. Is it a penalty? Hamza's gone down. The referee's not in giving anything. I don't know if it was or it wasn't. Hamza was looking for it. We're going to talk about Jack Grealish diving. Well, we're going to see if this was one.
Is there VAR?
Oh, Hamza.
Is it a dive?
Yeah. Well, let me just stick this way. It's a dive, mate. If we're going to talk about Jack Grealish diving, I'm not going to sit here and not criticise Hamza there. Don't go down so easily. You didn't need to. take a touch and have a hit with your left foot, because you've done the man there for me. If you take a good touch, you're getting a left-footed shot away there.
We're consistent here at Leicester Fan TV. That was a terrible dive from Hamza Chowdhury, and he should have got a yellow card.
Yes,
we are consistent.
And that was half-time, by the way. Oh, that was embarrassing, Hamza. Behave yourself, please.
I'm expecting a change. I'm expecting a change at half-time, mate. But yes, it is half-time. It is half-time in the second leg, and it is Leicester 0, Prague 0.
Well, 3 halves of football, the size still can't be separated after the game. And what can I say to sums it up? The best chance fell to Charles Sounch after about 3 minutes, and he has a volley on the edge of the area after the goalkeeper parries it, and he slices it over the crossbar. If I'm honest, yeah, Prague has probably had the better chance in the game. One was hit wide, half volley hit wide of the post, and Casper is scrambling to get over it. And the second was a header they should have done better with. But then break, it's 0-0, and in comes Jack.
Yeah, you will. We'll get Jack added in now as me and Tom go and have a little break. And remember, guys, keep getting your comments in for the next 15 minutes or so, because Jack will be here to get your comments on screen and discuss them. And if anybody wants to click the link as well to come and have a chat with Jack, they can do so. Here he is. You all right, Jack, mate?
Yeah, thanks for the first half, boys. What did you think to the first half?
I'll tell you what, best performance was that dive from Hamza Chowdhury. 10 out of 10. Scoreboards up.
I looked at it closely. I thought, no chance. Didn't touch him.
Right,
I'll
mate,
let you guys go for a break, and then I'll invite you back to the second half. All right, boys.
Cheers.
Right then, guys. Let's get some comment your views, and we will get them in. So it's 0-0 at half time. What did you guys first half? Let's get your comments in and see what everyone's saying. So you are both talking. Right. Jono Towers, we need to remember how to pass the ball, and we haven't been on it at all. I guess, Jono, you just got to learn from these things, haven't you? And I guess you've got to be quicker when doing it. Second. Hayden Shearer says Under has been the best defender. I couldn't agree more with that, to be honest, Hayden. I think Under's done a fantastic, more defensive job, so I'm quite happy with how he's doing so far. Wi-Fi shocking. The Wi-Fi. What do you think then, Jack? It's been a quiet game of football. I think we just need to take the game to them second half and see where it takes us. I guess we just can hope for the best, really. Shall we bring Chris in?
Hey.
And get his thoughts on the first half. Chris, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm good. I honestly thought I could sum up that half in 3 words: poor, poor, poor.
Chris, I think you're on mute. Give me a second.
No?
Around some technical difficulties.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Testing.
Give me a second, guys. Some technical problems with the Wi-Fi at the minute. So,
yeah,
what would you change second half if you was Brendan? What would you go with it?
I'd say bring on Barnes. You know, because at the moment I'm just Vardy has got some fire in him. But at the same time, nobody else has. I've not seen that fire. Where's that passion? Where's the fire that we have? Right, we got to score now. You know,
Yeah.
so I'm really not seeing it at the moment.
So, Chris, do you think we need on some more pacey players, or how do you change it? Like, to more of a adapt to the game, because I don't think we're adapting so far. So,
I'd say, as I say, yeah, we just need more pace. You know, our passing's been average. You know, about average. You know, I wouldn't say it's been poor passing. But at the same time, it's just like, but at the same time, it's just like, again, where's the passion? Where's the drive? I think we've only had 2 shots on target, which were catching practice. Both shots were catching practice. You know, and so that's all we need. Just a lot more pace, a lot more drive and passion.
Okay. Patrick Hook says, apart from the back four and Vardy, I'm struggling to understand where the next are, what the rest are supposed to do. So, who would you say the most outstanding player is of the first half so far?
Thomas. You know, Thomas is really going out on the wing. He's really he's trying to push forward, and then when we need him at the back, he's instantly on it. Like he's there. He's been outstanding so far. Soyuncu's been really nervous, I guess is the right word.
Yeah.
He's the one that's making mistakes at the moment, and so yeah, I honestly think that I'm worried at the moment. I am worried.
Yeah. I think everyone is like, you know, you're 0-0 against the Czech Republic side who's unbeaten in 18 games now, is it?
Something like
so,
that. I don't really keep up to track with their stats.
No, neither do I. But I guess, Chris, it's just one of them where you've just got to take the game time sorts of teams. I guess if you run it them sort of teams, it proves costly, doesn't it, in the way they play and the way we affect the game. And I guess we really just need to take the game to them and see where it takes us. I think Vardy, you know, he's too busy out on the wing. He's not really getting the service at the minute. But I think if we bring Ricardo or Cassano on, it might change the game. So we'll
agreed.
See.
But I personally feel like because I'm seeing very much similarities between last week and this week in the sense that, you know, we start off really brightly, really pushing forward and whatnot. And if it goes by like it did last week, the second half, be scared.
Yeah.
Be very scared.
Definitely. Jono's, hold on. Nick Moore says Barnes and Ricky P get some more creativity on the pitch. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, definitely. You know, again, we need the passion. We need the push.
Yeah.
And yeah, we've got to hope we can get the push, not from them scoring. And as it stands at the moment, I can see that. I can see that happening.
Thomas Armstrong says need Ricardo or Castagna on right back. Under had someone to link up with. So I think I think he's defended well this game. I think he just needs to adapt to it a bit more in the way he plays, and I guess
I mean, when I actually saw him go up front for his shot, you know, he did a brilliant move to get into the area, but then his shot was catching practice. You know, so it's just like okay, he did all the good moves until that point.
Yeah. Kevin Robinson says Tielemans is playing too far back. Need to stick on the number 10 position.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
What do you think to his comment? I think you know with that match, it's difficult.
They will certainly make it difficult in the second half, without a doubt. Because we saw how they,
definitely,
you know, because at the end of the first half last week, we was like, oh, we've got this, and then all of a sudden we were like, whoa, hold on. You know, and so you know, and I'm seeing it very similar this week. Very similar.
Yeah. Right, Chris, I'm going to let you go. I'll see you at full time, and then so I'm going to go and get Mark now. Okay.
It's unbelievable, Jeff.
For Chris. So, guys, what would you guys change in the second half, and who would you bring on? Let's get a few comments in. Let's get a few more comments. Actually, let's get Marky. Marky, ready to come in?
Yeah, I'm here, buddy.
Right then, Mark. What? Sum up the first half.
Exactly what I said before the game. That was
What
the
did
team
you think to
we
the first half, Mark?
That was the team we should have put out in the second half when we were 2-0 up.
Yeah.
But we're not, so now we're chasing it. So what we're going to do?
Yeah.
We've got to bring on...
Who would you bring on, though,
full
Mark?
guns on it. Well, everything we've got really in there. Because at the minute, we're being run ragged. Barnes has got to come on. Castagne's got to come on. It's just like... I think Brendan's got it asked about face. He should have brought them on first half, got the job done, then rested them. Not let's go in 0-0 and then now we've got to chase it and then we've got Arsenal Sunday. You know, that's just the wrong. To me, that's the wrong way round.
I think Brendan's too focused on the Arsenal game, isn't he? With like resting players and that, but. You know, I guess in these competitions, you've got to play your strongest team and you want to win every competition you're playing, really. And I guess if we want to win the Europa League, the FA Cup, you know, we've got to really go heads to toe with it and go and win it. So
I think Cags ain't having his best game tonight either.
No, he seems to be heading it back quite a lot. And when he does head it back, it puts us in trouble. I think Seema had a shot, didn't he?
He did, yeah, off one of his headers.
Alan on YouTube says, subs Barnes on for Albrighton, Ricky P on for Marty, then push Hamza Dan and Tillemans upfield so we can get creativity through to Vardy. What do you think to that comment, Mark?
We've got a few, and we've got a couple of players that are on yellow cards that could get us, could get them banned from the next game. I don't know which ones they are.
I think it's Ndidi, isn't it? Ndidi from the last game. He got. If he gets put in this game, it's gonna be for Leicester.
We don't want to lose Ndidi, do we? At all. We Chowdhury is always one tackle away from being sent off anyway. That's just the nature the nature he plays.
Vardy's not getting performance.
I've always said Albrighton's an 8 out of 10 every game, but for the last 3 or 4 games that he started, he's not.
I feel like Albrighton is more defensive. He's not got the pace what we need to get forward and attack these sort of teams.
I did see something that shocked me today. That was Under getting back to make a defensive tackle.
Yeah.
Which I thought was pretty good actually, because Under normally he's only got one focus. He's got blinkers on. He goes that way, not that way.
Yeah. Neil Bertrand says, I think Castagno could help if he's on the bench. Yeah, he is on the bench, Neil, yeah. Right then, Mark. I'll let you enjoy the second half, and I will see you at full time.
You will do.
All right, mate.
You take care, buddy.
Thanks for coming on.
Ta-da.
Will do.
Yo.
Let's add Ross on for a quick minute or so.
Lad. I think you're getting a bit of a stick
and
about
we'll
your
get
internet.
a few comments as well.
Getting stick about your internet.
Nah, I think the internet's quite poor. It's when I'm like, on my own. It's like when I come to like doing the things with people, like the streams and that. It's like it works, and if it's like on my own, it's like goes here, there, and everywhere.
Best thing to do is
Someone, Sean. Yeah.
Put Barnes on. Yeah, I think put Barnes on. Best thing to do. I mean, I'm Chromecasting game at minute on one. I've got 4G on this one. That's best thing to just turn your Wi-Fi off. But yeah, we need to be better second half.
Right.
100%.
Authentic Darren says Slavia seem to have come on with a pretty negative game plan. Hard to beat them.
Yeah, I think I think they're a tough side, tough to break down, but hopefully second half we can get into there. I'm just seeing John thanks. Yes, I'm watching him. I'm in bed.
Ross having a lie down after his noodles.
I'm watching the game in my bed. I've not tried it yet because I'm trying my Chromecasting upstairs. So I'm trying it for the first time. Pretty decent.
So what's your score prediction, Ross, for the second half then? Because the teams have just come out.
Yeah, they're just coming out now. Yeah, 2-1. I think Leicester. I think we'll take lead. They'll equalise, and we'll get a last-minute winner with Vardy. I reckon.
Right then, Ross. We'll see you at full time. I'm going to get the Locks and Tom on for this. Right, boys, are you ready to come back in?
Oh. Cheers, Jack.
Thank you. We're back underway.
See you at full time, Jack.
As Leicester kicked home for the second half, and wow, can't think of change. I just want to say something. Someone put a comment. What's wrong me a little bit, but we were talking nonsense about the Hamza Chowdhury. The person knows who they are. You're more than welcome to give your opinion after the show, mate. I've got no problem with it at all. I'm not going to sit here, though, and call Jack Grealish a diver and a cheat, and then one of my players or a Leicester player does exactly the same. I'm not going to do that because that's not me and that's not what Leicester Fan TV is about. It was a clear dive. He knocks the ball away. The bloke put his legs out and pulls it away, and Hamza dives. If you want to come on and give your opinion, be more than come on and do it, mate. But just to put, no, don't agree with you. The game is about opinion, accept that. But when it's that blatant, Hamza's clearly dived. It's a clear dive. He should have been booked. Just, we have to admit these things, that we've got players who do it as well. It's part of the modern game, sadly.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. I mean, look, there's one thing. Oh, Harvey Barnes there, got his T-shirt in his hand. Yeah, mate, it's one thing like slagging off players and opposition players, but like I just think you need to be consistent, you know what I mean? And obviously that's what we are. We're consistent. If we're playing Villa like we did last week, obviously Grealish, wasn't playing, but if he was and he dived 1 minute, yeah, we'd slag him off. If 10 minutes later Hamza, like he has tonight, does a dive, then we're gonna slag him off as well, mate. It wasn't a penalty, it was a terrible dive.
Never a pen.
It was like under. Do you remember unders versus West Ham, mate? But yeah, let's move on to that. Yeah, but yeah, I think we all understand what Tom's saying. Like, if people want to have their say in the comments, that's fine. But like, look, if you're that confident with your comment, then jump on with us.
Oh, Leicester just clear. Oh, that got lucky there. Ball across the box, and Leicester didn't get that set up right. Ball whipped in, left-footed into the near post, misses it. And Diddy flicks it back out straight to a Prague player, and he can't get a clean connection because if he does, for me, Prague are going 1-0 up there. Lucky there. I don't think it'll be long before the changes are made, mate, if I'm honest. Yeah, I think Brendan had probably seen enough. I agree with you, John. His handball was silly, but if the referee is booking players, then, loads of their players should be booked for diving. And Diddy wins the ball back. Well played, and Diddy. But again, there's no outward ball. We're going straight over the top, and Vardy gets it taken off his foot.
Foggy, yeah, I don't know why you're saying that because it's lies, but all right. I don't know. You're trying to bait us. It's not going to work. But yeah, who can defend that dive really? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, mate. I mean, what's your thoughts on obviously no changes at half time? What do you think Rodgers had to say to the players in there?
I think he would have told them you've got to move the ball quicker. Again, it was another one of the performances. The ball's not moving around quick enough. You got a team. There we go.
What do you think we're doing?
Exactly. Again, like I say, your opinion's your opinion, but I'm not going to sit here and defend a player when he's cleared dive. And Prague have scored. Goal to Prague. Ball whipped in the back post and Prague tapped into an empty net. Poor defending, and now Leicester have got to find 2 goals to go through on this tie.
There we go. Schmeichel's fuming. Schmeichel's, as we all are.
Oh, there might be a reprieve here. No, it's not. It's gone past him. Ball over the top. Held up nicely. Club back. Left back takes a touch, whips it to the back post. Nobody's covering. And, well, tapped into the back of the net. 1-0 to Prague. And if I can be honest, I'll say Prague probably being the better team. They've defended well and they've probably created the better opportunities in the game. And, well, they've got the league now. And, well, Leicester going probably we have to change a lot quicker.
Yeah. I mean, what to say to that, mate? What to say to that?
I said it wasn't going to be an easy game.
Say.
There was no way this was going to be an easy game tonight. No way.
Barnes on now, people are saying that we're going to have to, aren't we?
I think you've got to bring Barnes on. You've probably got to bring Ricardo, and you've got to bring some options on top Vards. Because at the moment, the ball's going forward, and he's got no one. Got no one around him.
Yeah, let's get a couple of the comments in. Let's just see what people are saying in reaction to that goal. Obviously, as Kevin says, Leicester are going to have to score twice now. Tails says we are in trouble. Adam reckons Ricardo and Barnes to come on. Jono saying Brendan act now. Get a warm sun, Barnes. Tom, Kevin says we have 5 subs, so use them.
He's in under onto his left foot. He's got 3 players around him. He takes it past them, shoots into the side netting. Oh, you got to do better there, Under. I know you've got players around you, but you're taking too many touches. Ball into him on the right-hand side of the box. He takes 1 touch, 2 touch. He gets trapped under his feet. Times he takes the right-footed shot. He's got no angle, and he puts it into the side netting.
That completely changes the game there, mate, if he scores that.
Oh, yeah, definitely, because he gets that lift again straight away. They've scored, and like you say now, we've got to score 2 goals.
Difference is they had 3 in the box, Andy says.
Honestly, that's been our problem most of the game. We're not having enough. Give the ball away again, Leicester.
Who was marking their goal scorer? I think it was. I don't know.
Nobody was marking him. He ran in at the back post. Luke Thomas had pulled round. You probably could say Albrighton should be switched on with the following in at the back post for me there, but well, what can you say? Not what Leicester needed.
I mean, what are your thoughts this time? I'm just looking over at the bench here, mate, and there's no movement or whatsoever. Am I being cynical? Do you think we give this team, the starting 11, a bit more time, or to conjure something up, or do you think that we need to make a change now?
I think they've had 45 minutes. They've done nothing in the 45 minutes. None of the ones he wanted to, and I'll ask the question. Can anyone else tell me where you see the goals coming from at the moment? I don't see where we're going to score. Who's going to score tonight? Vardy doesn't look sharp for some reason. His touch doesn't look right, but he's not really had the chance. The chances have fell to Unday. As Unday wins a free kick. I just think change it now. Get on Barnes to have a run at them. Take Albrighton off. Put Ricardo onto right back. Take off Amati so he can bomb past. Well, there we go. Ricardo and Cassagno are both being spoken to by Brendan Rodgers as we speak. So I don't think it'll long before the tactics will come on. I've got a feeling that they'll come on at the fullback's position if I'm honest. And leave on Albrighton, leave on Under, and try and really give some threat going down the wings. At the moment, I just don't see where the goals are coming from. Maybe I'll get proven wrong for this free kick. Under and Albrighton standing over it. Referee's having a word. Referee blows a whistle. Under runs away. Albrighton whips it in. Can't get it past the near post. Hamza heads it back into the box. Sancho goes up. Still in the box. Headed away. Held up by the Prague player. Takes a touch. Under wins it again. Steps over the ball. Cuts back inside.
I mean,
And
there's
then
been
Under
a few
gives the
comments.
ball away. Prague down the side. Keeps running with the ball. Down the left-hand side again. Prague. Good tackle by Johnny Evans. Under will lose the ball there. You can't do that there in that position.
A few comments here, mate, about we have 5 subs.
I think it is in Europe.
I think it is.
Again, the problem you got is you haven't got that much creativity on the bench. You know, short throw taken on the left-hand side. Prague still got the ball, and Diddy will hold this one out, and it'll be a corner kick as it goes in on Diddy, slips to the floor. I thought he had a bit of a push there, but oh, boys, like I said, I think people were very complacent about this game tonight in some ways. I was one. I just could see this being a banana skin before we kicked the ball because of how they set up defensively in the first leg. They weren't going to come and do anything different. Corner to be whipped in right-footed. Vardy chests it out for another corner.
Speechless. Well, Leicester have 35 minutes here to score 2 goals. Otherwise, they will be bowing out of the Europa League.
Post. Ooh, Prague player comes around, can't get on the end of it. It was a vicious corner. Very Guppy-esque, I'm going to say. Lots of whip and bend on it. Ooh. Very Guppy-esque with the right-footed version of it, though. Whipped across the goalkeeper. Casper ain't coming out for that ball. And we're talking no more than a couple of foot away, and Prague would have got the touch.
I don't know where Castagna and Ricardo have gone off to, mate.
Got me
but I
out
can't
30
see them
seconds,
there.
mate.
Yes, mate. I agree with Jono. Where are the subs at? Come on, Brendan. Yeah, I mean, look, I understand. Obviously, some people will say, you know, give this team a bit longer, see what they can conjure up. But we have 5 subs. And at this rate, we have 35 minutes left in the Europa League this season. At this rate, ball gone out here for a Prague throw-in. But yeah, 35 minutes left to score 2 goals, and obviously that's as long as, you know, they don't score a second. And you know, it's the performance just hasn't been good enough in the first leg and this leg. I mean, you know, in the first leg they didn't look like scoring. They didn't really look like scoring. You know, they didn't have any serious threats in the first half. But you know, there was just that moment there where their man lost our defender, goes to the back post and taps it in, and that's the game changer at the minute. But yeah, it looked like, as Tom was mentioning just a few moments ago, Ricardo and Castagna were both talking with Brendan, and as we said at the first half, Tom, those overlapping fullbacks, mate, they can do they can work wonders, hopefully. And it is looking like they may feature sometime soon. But at the minute, they're still warming up, and there's no sign of them coming on just yet.
No, there is, mate. And we're now coming up to, well, I think by 60 minutes, if they're not on them, then the questions will have to be asked what's going on. I mean, like I say, we need to change something. Then we both go for the same ball, boys. Come on. Basic talk. Jesus Christ. Come on, lads. This is painful. Too slow. Said it in the first half, not moving the ball quick enough. This has got a hallmark of we've seen this season for me, the Aston Villa home game, the West Ham home game, the Fulham home game. When we can't seem to create anything and teams come and sit deep, we look like we're lost, absolutely lost of anything, confidence and what we're meant to do with the ball.
Sean asked, will it go penalties if 1-1? No, Prague will win. I think the only way it can go to penalties, is it 2-2?
No.
It can't go to penalties.
Can't go. It has to be 0-0 to go to penalties. Is it got out the window now? We have to win by
or
the
if goal. Yeah, it would have gone to penalties if it was like 1-0.
Castagna, Ricardo all look like they're coming on at the same time. Triple substitution for Leicester. So that to me is probably going to say that Brighton will come off. I think Under might come off now. I think Amatu will come off. I think they'll go back to the same kind of formation they had at the weekend away at Aston Villa, with Castagna and Ricardo down the right, Luke Thomas and Barnes down the left, and try and make things happen.
Yeah, I mean, Andre says we need to get our head down and just play some bloody football. Andre says, yeah, Locks.
Casper kicks one straight out of play, but again, there was no options. He shakes his head, but
Locks still not understanding a wake-up run. Yeah, exactly. It throws my mind. Too little, too late. I don't think it's too little, too late. I think we've got half an hour of football to play. I think if maybe 5-10 more minutes, it would have been too late. But I think this is the right time. 60 minutes is the time in the past where we have called out for a sub, but it's not happened. So I'm not gonna. Roger's sacked. What the hell?
Behave.
Bloody hell, man.
Don't bite, mate. Don't bite.
As Keith says. They still aren't on. What are you doing? Yeah, I think they're literally just getting ready to come on. They're just being shown some sheets. Oh, good, Foxton. Thank you for clearing that up. Phil, what do you think to this, Tom? Phil says get subs on. Should have started with these anyway. Should we have started with Ricardo Castagna? I understand the Castagna, but is this game more important than the Arsenal game on Sunday? For me, it is.
I think you've got to be clever because, like Jamie said, 7 games in the moment before, even if we get through, ball over the top fine Vardy, it will get headed away. 7 games in 21 days is a lot of football. And like you say, Ricardo, Castagna are both coming back from injuries. Is it really what, you've got to be careful not to burn them out too quickly. Headed down and it'll be a goal kick. This will be the subs for me. Will it come on now? Yep, substitutions will happen bang on the 60-minute mark for Leicester. And on will come Harvey Barnes, Ricardo Pereira, and Timmy Castagna.
Albrighton off.
Yeah.
Albrighton's one of them.
We said that, so Barnes will come over to the left. Also, Castagna on for Albrighton. Amate, I think it's another one. Yeah, Daniel Martin's gone off, so that'll be Ricardo Pereira.
And then Luke Thomas. Or Cengiz Under, maybe.
Yeah, so Ricardo came on for Amate, and BT is so slow on the subs. Who's coming up? Come on, BT. You've gone off
Barnes,
the screen.
Ricardo, and Castagna on for Albrighton, Amati, and who's the third man to go off?
Hamza Chowdhury. So Hamza Chowdhury. So Tillemans for me will drop back deeper. Under will go into the 10 position, I think, now.
And Ricardo on the right wing.
And the Ricardo onto the right wing.
Yeah.
Castagna's gone to right back. Thomas looks for Vardy. Ball over the top. Vardy takes a touch into the box. He comes. He's onside. Shoots straight into the goalie's hands. Then the offside flag goes up anyway. Just put the flag up. If he's that far offside, just put the flag up. Someone is literally going to get injured one day he's miles off. He's 2 foot offside. You can stick your flag up for that. It's not even close. Like this, all the commentators saying, CoCom say, one day someone is going to get absolutely mullered and injured and then the flag's going to go up.
Yeah, Harvey Priest, he's going for it. He's going for it in all fair play. Yeah, I mean, look, he's brought on 3 strong subs. I think John says Amati wasn't suited for this. I think Amati was suited for it if we went 1-0 up. You know what I mean? Because he's a very defensive, minded fullback. He's not a overlapper or bombing up that right hand side. So yeah, I think if we'd scored an early one, that would have been a good player to have on the pitch. But yeah, it's not gone that way tonight, unfortunately. But yeah, so let's have a look. James says attack. Fingers crossed.
Forward. Going sideways and backwards. Come on, boys. Down to the left-hand side. Luke Thomas picks the ball up past the halfway line. He'll find Harvey Barnes. First run of the night for him. Cuts inside his man. He's got no option now, boys, and we have to go backwards again. Is it me or Ricardo Pereira looks like he's drifted into this number 10 position?
Yeah, and he was like that for a lot of time, mate, in the Villa game on Sunday. Mm-hmm. I'll tell you, me and Jack discussed it a few times. He was playing very, very, very narrow. Could this be a back 3 we're looking at, mate? With Castagna and Pereira as the fullback. Sorry. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore.
Then again, look at Ricardo's come on to the right again, mate. I think he just found himself in the position and Under's now dropped into that number 10 role by the looks of it. Yeah. He's gone back to how they were on Sundays. But no, it's a 4-2-3-1. Ball finds Barnes, centre of the field, runs past one man, finds, he can't find Under. It's unlucky though, so slide ball in, but Under can't take it into his path. And the Prague defender gets a foot in. Balled over the top. Sainchu to clear up back to Kasper. Poor touch by Sainchu there, puts Kasper in a poor position. Johnny
Not had a
Evans,
great game today. Sainchu.
ball into the back. Free kick to Leicester. Prague takes it.
Now, can someone clear up in the comments? Do we still have 2 subs? I don't know if it was just for the group stage or not. I know we had 5 in the group stage, but do we have 5 in this stage? Because if we have, Tom, here's a question for you, mate. If we have 2 subs, do we make them now as well?
Hold on, mate. Under breaks into the box, finds Vardy. Handball. The rest gonna. Yeah, it gives a free kick. The ball's bumped up into Vardy's hand. He's not getting the rubber green at the moment. And Beyonce was a tidy finish as well after the goal. Ball sits up, hits Vardy right on his hand. He lays it off, and Ricardo slid the ball into the net as well. That just sums up today so far for me. We're not getting any luck, really. Oh.
Yeah, still 5 subs, mate. Do we make the other 2 now? But who have we got to come on? That's the question.
I mean,
We've got youth products, mate. That's about it, isn't it? We've got...
Barnes down the left-hand side, cuts past one. Can't get it past another one, but we win the throw. 25 minutes to go.
These are the options on the bench, mate. We've got Danny Ward and Jakupovic. We have Fuchs, Mendy, Flynn, Tavares, and Le Chabala.
The ball edge of the area. Vardy plays it wide. It goes all the way to Casania. He pulls it back. Finds Tillemans. Hasn't got an option. Finds Ricardo. Ricardo turns his man. And the ball runs away from him. It's what I mean about the break. Under wins it back. Well played, Under. Great working back there. Sainchu into Under's feet. Turns his man. Goes past his man to the edge of the area. Whips one across the box. It's too high. No one's there. You ain't got a tall striker. Come on. Casania wins a corner kick. That's better Leicester. Leicester now starting to grow into this game with 25 minutes to go.
Yeah, mate. I was just saying. I don't see anyone on the. I don't see anyone on the.
There isn't, mate. Fox. I mean, if you bring on Mendy, you take off Ndidi. You ain't going to do that. I think the team now is the one that has to go for it to the end. What's the point of bringing on another defensive midfielder who's not in the shoes of Ndidi? Oh, we can't beat the first man. Tillemans, come on. Ricardo picks the ball up. He'll whip one in. He'll beat the first man. Headed away by Prague. Oh, Prague could break here. Is he going to keep it in? He'll just keep it in. Down the line they come, right hand side. Holds it up. Leicester gets bodies behind the ball. Just not sharp enough. That sums it up for me so far. We are not sharp enough. We haven't moved the ball well enough. Spot on Helen tonight. Haven't moved the ball well enough. We haven't moved the ball quick enough. Leicester winning free kick. Foul on Luke Thomas.
Well, I finished this.
Starting another one.
No, I'm all right.
And anybody wants to know, there's a highlight show this at 10:30 if you want to watch it again.
Absolutely not. Yeah, I mean, there's always a plus Imtiaz, I swear. You know, at least we're attacking now. That's always a positive. Jono, get up and take it. Come on, lads.
Kick the ball straight out of play. Come on, boys. Prague will make their first sub of the game. 67 minutes in. Like you say, Prague has come and done a job on us. I'm not going to sit there. They haven't. They've done a great job on us. They've defended for their lives in the first half, cut us down to very, very bare minimum, and then picked us off in 2 minutes into the second half. Okay, Arsenal for life. Fair play. I can't see you on the table because you're below Leeds United in the 11th. Bye-bye.
Oh, damn it. The table's not here. There used to be a Premier League table on here, but it's not there anymore. I don't know. I can't see any use in this. I mean, this is where the discussion was, wasn't it, mate, earlier in the season about the 5 subs. It doesn't hold any benefit to us, does it? Who could we realistically bring on with 2 subs? You know, there's no one we could bring on and think these are going to be game changers. Or do you bring on Le Chabela, the attacking? I think he's an attacking midfielder. Give him a chance.
Isabella.
Yeah. Do you throw someone on like that, mate, and see what they can do? You know, for their homegrown. You know, I think he's homegrown.
Sorry,
you know, homegrown club.
I just don't know, mate. If I'm honest with you tonight,
If we run out of options, do we do it? Do we throw someone on like that? You know, instead of throw Le Chabela on.
If Rodgers had a plan B for me, with 10 minutes to go, if you still lose him, why not push a centre half up front, mate, and whip some of these balls into the box?
True, yeah.
You know, if you're going to give an option, let's, you know, with 5 minutes to go, 10 minutes to go, let's just chuck the centre half up front like you did back in the day when you needed a goal and hope that you got a lucky break.
Well, hold on, mate. We've got 2 keepers on the bench, so shove them both on and put them up top.
Danny Ward coming on for Jamie Vardy with 10 minutes to go.
Yeah, well, Danny Ward can go in net and Schmeichel can go up top because obviously he scored that goal against Yeovil, didn't he? So
Jakupovic can come on.
Yeah, Jakupovic.
All down the line. Tillemans, play on referee gives the advantage. Leicester will go wide here. Vardy central goal goes wide. Can he find Cassagna? He can find Cassagna. But again, there's no one in the box. The ball's... Ricardo finds Ndidi, but Leicester have to go back and sideways again. Sciences. And this is how far up Sciences now, playing halfway in the Prague half. Ball back to Sciences. But Prague, stubborn as anything tonight. Ricardo, edge of the area, goes wide, finds Cassagna. Make an overlap, kid. Just stand there. Ball into box, finds Ricardo. Ricardo finds Vardy. Vardy shoots, takes deflection, goes wide for a corner. Boys, come on. Has to make the overlap. Cassagna's waiting for him to make the overlap. This is what we've been missing in this game. And he stands there waiting for the ball to come back. Why? Because he wants to cut inside and shoot every time. Sadly, you wonder why you don't play in the Premier League. And I can't see the club forking out 30 million for you, mate. Not a chance. Oh, Luke Thomas loses the ball. Won't foul this man, though. Be a good lad there, Thomas. Ball down the line. Prague have it. Don't foul him. Don't foul him. They still keep the ball. Very luckily, kicks it across the centre of the pitch, and there's only a power player there. I mean, what can you say? That's how jammy they've been tonight. As Locks disappears off the screen. Probably gone to get another bottle of car because this is painful to watch at the moment. Oh, well, what can you say? Is Vardy fit? He don't look sharp at the moment, Helen, sadly. He does not look sharp at the moment. Hyundai is a great international. Prague have the ball, left-hand side, right next to the corner flag. Cassagna wins it back to Tillemans. Flies and Diddy's we're getting closed down, wins a free kick, puts the ball down, takes it quickly. Prague tried to stop it. Sayuncu on the edge of the area, cuts past his man, bombs forward. Halfway in his half. Gives the ball away again. Sayuncu. Come on. Free kick Leicester, Vardy fouled. What's the referee going to do? He's going to book him. Yeah, he's going to give the card to the Prague player for the foul on Vardy. And with 18 minutes to go in the game, Leicester's still going to find 2 goals. I can't see where these 2 goals are coming from, if I'm honest with you. It's been a very, very poor performance tonight. I'm not going to say it's been anything bar that. We've been very, very poor. We've not moved the ball quick enough. We've not really moved, the lads haven't moved out of position quick enough. Even with the changes, have it created enough since they've come on in 12 minutes? Not really. With the free kick, headed away by the Prague. It's all too easy for a Prague team who are solid. Free kick to Prague. Tillemans fouls. Facebook user, no urgency at all. Totally agree with you. Come on, this is painful to watch. Vardy's having a party. He's not tonight. There's no party at all. And with 17 minutes to go, 17 hours, Prague will make another change. Of course, they're going to take the time here. Off he comes, slow walk. Don't blame them. We'd be doing exactly the same in this position. We'd be doing exactly the same. We'd be asking the players to walk off. Under's having a word now, telling him to get off the pitch, and the referee's just getting him off. But again, I'm not going to sit here and slate him because we'd be doing exactly the same. If we were not up and making a sub, we'd be walking off the pitch slow. Was the goal good? Ball from the left-hand side, mate. Whipped in, went over everybody, and no one was back picking up the wing back at the far post who had a free volley all of 5 yards out. It's a neat finish, don't get me wrong. He's to control the finish, but it could have been avoided. Barnes gets the ball. Can't beat his man, but wins a throw for Leicester. And like I said, you know, for me, 10 minutes to go, we need to be chucking someone like Sanyu up front, Evans up front, and this ball into the box, because at the moment we're not causing Prague any problems with playing this ball around the floor with their back 11 now, we'll call it, because they are literally parking everyone behind the ball. Look, Leicester get the ball. Cassagna can come forward. They're not bothered. They'll let Cassagna come forward. They'll let Evans come forward. They're not enclosing them down. They're not going to come and close us down. They want to close the space. There's the ball. Finds Ricardo. Finds another poor ball into the path of Barnes. I'm not sure what he could do with it there. Finds Ricardo at the number 10 position. Finds Barnes. Barnes shoots straight into the Prague wall. We've got to be more clever than just shooting when there's a wall of Prague players. Surely we're better than this.
Thoughts on this, mate? It's frustrating as a fan because you want your team to compete, but they're clearly set on securing a top 4 finish over this. Do you think that's true?
I don't think it's true. I don't think Brendan would have created top 4. I think generally the team selection was tonight was looking at both parties. One, I think this, for me, the team was put out with a Sainchu kicks the ball straight out of play. Poor night for Sainchu. Leicester's going to make another sub. And on will come
Tavares.
Well, people have been asking to see this lad, and with 15 minutes to go, there'll be another sub here, and I think this will be the end of the night for Under for me. And, well, has he done anything for me to say get him in the team at the weekend? Not a sausage. Prague down the right-hand side will come again. Johnny Evans will stand him up, whipped in towards the back post. Good header by Tillemans there. Cuts out the ball. Prague still with the ball on the left-hand side now. Well, I say with 15 minutes to go, 40 minutes to go, we've got to find 2 goals. Prague with the ball, edge of the area. Takes a long shot, and P rolls straight into Casper's hands.
There goes the treble, Tom.
I know, I'm gutted, mate. I was heart set on that.
Well.
Ball down the line, Harvey Barnes can't get past his man, but he'll win a corner kick. And with 13 minutes of this game to go, Leicester got to find 2 goals very quickly now.
Tavares will be coming on, and that's his, I believe, correct me guys if I'm wrong, that's his first, this will be his first team appearance.
Senior debut.
Since the pre-season friendlies, I think, mate. Since the pre-season friendlies. But this is what I said a few minutes ago, mate. I said, well, if all else is failing, then you may as well, right? You may as well bring on a youngster, see what they can do. Don't tell me that the corners...
Under whips one over the top of every single one. Ricardo, they clips one back in, and wow, it's to nobody.
Under nose is nice.
Woeful. That sums up tonight, sadly. Absolutely woeful. As Jamie's just put in the chat, where's the passion, where's the commitment, where's the drive? Well, I haven't seen any of it tonight. And normally we see that kind of stuff when we're up against the wall. And for me, if I'm honest, I look at this 11 Leicester players on the pitch now, and no one seems to be... Give the ball away again. No one seems to be rolling up the sleeves, fighting for it. Prague come down the right. Talk. That's better. There's the ball. Finds Ricardo. And Diddy. Prague win the ball. And Diddy gives it away. Prague win the ball into the centre of the pitch. Edge of the area. He'll take a shot on. Shoots. 2-0. Game over. Leicester going out of Europe in the last 32.
There we go.
That's it. Leicester out. Leicester now scored 3 goals in 13 minutes or whatever is left. 12 minutes left. No, not going to happen tonight. Kasper doesn't look a happy man. What can I say, Prague? You've done a job on us. You've done a job on us tonight, and hats off to you. Edge of the area, takes a touch. No one closing down. Free shot, pings into the bottom corner, and Kasper can't get even near it. Leicester City 0, Prague 2. Oh, Kasper had no chance. Kasper had no chance at all. Well,
great finish. Great finish.
I didn't want to win Europe anyway.
Great finish. That's Abdullah Simmer. That was the one that was highlighted before the 2 legs as the standout player for them. Scored a lot of goals this season. But as Tom said, there was a lot of people on social media before the 2 legs began saying, Farmers League, Farmers Team, all of this. They're in European football for a reason, and they've shown tonight why they are in European football. They're a good team, and as Tom said, they've come and done a job on us tonight. Sydney Tavares has come on as well for under, but as Phil says here, game over. I think. Someone says I feel under won't get another chance after this, but I'm not going to single someone out. I'm not going to single anyone out. I think today it's just not been good enough all over the pitch.
No one's been good enough, mate. Not a single player. Too many giving the balls away. Soyuncu to blame loads of time for passing the ball straight out of play. Just not good enough all round. We've not moved the ball well enough. We haven't broken them down. It goes back to me, like I said before, this is a Fulham performance, an Aston Villa game, a West Ham United at home where the performance levels just weren't good enough. And it's a sticky situation to be in now because you've got to pick the lads up for Sunday against Arsenal, who have just won. Ball over the top, looking for the goal scorer, and Diddy wins it back. Luke Thomas with the ball. Finds Barnes. Barnes will go past him. Man, that's another card, referee. That's got to be a booking. Yeah, he'll book him.
81st minute, by the way, everyone, just in case you didn't know. Do you think we've missed Maddison tonight, mate?
Yeah, of course we do. I'm not going to sit here and don't. You're going to miss someone who's created so many chances. He's the focal point between Tielemans and, linking up the play through the lines for me. And where do you go on Sunday against Arsenal? Who do you play in that? What the hell's gone off there? Ball came in, one of their players on the floor, and the referee's given a free kick, so I don't know who took him out.
What do you think of this comment here, mate?
What happened there? Oh, Cassania just runs into someone. Oh, come off, referee.
Because he's pushed. What do you think of that, mate? Luke said, I don't think we can criticise team selection for me. Those 11 players should be winning the game tonight.
Mate, the team that started the game should be winning this game tonight. I'm not expecting 3 or 4-0, but they could have gone out and won that game 1-0 easily tonight with the team they put in. But the performance levels have been in par. I'll go back to Liverpool away. Liverpool didn't win playing well. They won because Leicester were absolutely awful, every single player. And sadly, all our losses this season for me, the Fulham, the West Ham, the Villa game, we haven't lost because of individual errors or 1 or 2 players having a poor game. It's been the whole team, and tonight is exactly the same. The whole team, from start to finish, have been poor, really poor. But as we've done this season, we've bounced back really well after a poor defeat or a poor performance.
Yeah.
But this one hurts more than everything because you're in Europe. It was a chance to get through to the last 16. It's a chance to progress. Who would know how far we could have gone? But against the team of Prague's ability, I think we hands down destroy them. But oh dear, Sancho's going to get booked here. Oh dear, that's it. Sancho's going to get booked, and he's going to get shown a yellow card. Lucky boy, Sancho. Lucky boy. Put that temper away. You got sent off at Bournemouth for being stupid. Don't do it again. You know they're going to take the time. I'm not going to sit here and slate them for walking off the pitch slow, because if Leicester are winning, we'd be doing the same thing. I know you're frustrated, Sancho, but to do that and what's the point of getting yourself sent off? Brilliant. Absolutely awful. You need to keep the temper in check, Sancho. You did it at Bournemouth and it cost us last season. Tonight doesn't really make any difference. Well, it does actually, because if he gets sent off tonight, that will get carried forward to next year's. Whatever Europe we're in, it will be banned for the game. So what's the point of getting sent off and missing next year's to Europe if we get to Europe? And I'll say if, because we're not guaranteed it yet.
There, Tom. Kevin said it took 88 minutes for a player to show some passion there. For that Soyuncu bit there.
Vardy down the left-hand side. Can't get past his man. So Sancho pushing him off the pitch. The referee's telling him, get away, don't get involved. And then Sancho shoves him towards the throat face area. So he's a lucky boy there, Sancho. Some referees would have just shown the red card there. Leicester win the ball back. Barnes, edge of the area. Finds Tillemans, he'll shoot it. And it's blocked. Putting the bodies on the line. That's all Prague players have done tonight from start to finish. Put their bodies on the line. They've shown the passion, the commitment Leicester should have shown tonight for me. And I don't want to see another Brendan Rodgers interview after a defeat like this where he goes, we just didn't show enough quality. We didn't. No, just come out and say we're rubbish, we're crap. It wasn't good enough from start to finish. I don't want to hear any excuses tonight from Brendan about tiredness, about anything like that. You put a team out there to do the job. We haven't done the job at all tonight. None of the players. Just be honest and say we weren't good enough. Ball whipped in, free kick, headed away. Said it all night.
Thoughts on this?
He has lost a yard of pace. I'm not denying he hasn't. Vardy has lost a yard of pace. But he's 34. He ain't going to get any quicker. He's going to get slower. Problem is, the best thing about Vardy is he can use his movement to get away from people. But I can't really sit and slate him too much tonight because he's never really had a chance to get away from anyone tonight. I mean, that one there, even if he gets past his man, there's no one in the box. And that's been our biggest problem tonight with it. No one has been in the box. Against Villa, he had a couple of chances, probably should have done better with. No, why would you get rid of him? Even if we finish fifth, I don't care. We are still going in the right directions. But the biggest thing tonight is he's not had another striker to change it. You haven't got Nacho to bring on either.
This is, that's correct, mate. The learning curve. That's what it is. It's another learning curve.
Europe is not easy. Look at Celtic. How many times have they been knocked out by poor teams? It happens.
Big teams have been knocked out by small teams. Big teams like your Man Uniteds, your Man Cities, your Tottenhams. They all get knocked out by big teams sometimes. Chelsea, they all get knocked out by big teams. It happens. I think this is just frustration now, isn't it, mate? I think some of the players now just.
Who's that, mate? Yeah.
Barnes. Yeah, I think it's.
But you don't want to get a red card now, mate, like I say, because you missed next year. That's the thing about it. Cough, cough, Arsenal last season in Europe, presume example. Yeah, Arsenal lost to someone last year no one heard of. Why did no one ever blame Casper?
He's not been at fault today.
In what way? Because I can't blame him for the two goals. The first goal was a great volley and he's coming across to the back post like any goalie would. And the second one, he slid it in the bottom corner around two defenders. Has he done anything else in the game to fault? Not really. One or two maybe dodgy kicks, but just delight me what you mean blaming Casper, because I can't see in this game how you can blame him for that. That one sums it up, Jono. There's no excuse against this team over 2 days. We should have beaten them. Totally agree. We had the chances in the first leg when Barnes missed 2. The one-on-one and the volley at the back post. And tonight we haven't created an absolutely anything for me. Steve, we've been amateur tonight. Do you know what? We probably look like the pub team tonight for me. Pete Davis, top 4 now. Well, yeah. And the FA Cup, they're the only 2 things to concentrate on. I mean, what can you say? It's Vardy wins the ball, edge of the area, brings it down, plays in Cassagna, pulls it up. Oh, no one's that. Leicester win the throw. When with 1 minute to go, Leicester have got to somehow find 3 goals. Miracles can happen, but not tonight. And not that many goals. Sadly, after watching the cricket today and Joe Root with the 5 for 8, I thought we might see something better from that, but obviously they collapsed as well. Johnny Evans clips one in, looking for Harvey Barnes, headed away again, volleyed away after that. I mean, I have to take my hat off to Prague because they've been brilliant tonight.
Fair play.
Absolutely brilliant to Prague. I can't see it in fault. You know, we haven't caused them enough problems. We haven't made them move around enough. They've kept their solid formation. You knew what they were going to do. There you go again. Steps in, doesn't let Ricardo win in, steps in again and wins a goal kick. And I can't see why Brendan's clapping. Brendan's come to Brendan clapping. What are you clapping there, Brendan? I'm not going to sit and slay you, but I don't get why you're clapping us getting the cut. They've got a goal kick to them.
Nothing with a bit old school Fergie, mate, giving them the bloody evils from the touchline after this performance, eh?
Well, as we go into the 4 minutes of injury time, I suppose we could score a goal a minute.
We need a goal every 1 minute 25 seconds.
Oh, the goal has just wasted 30 seconds of that.
Yeah, Mike Jenner's got it here. Very physical and well-organised team. We couldn't break them down. Yep. Yeah. Just been one of them days, mate. One of them days. This shows the golfing class between the Europa League and Champions League since Slavia played Champs League this. Oh, does Prague play Champions League this season? They dropped down.
I don't know. They might have done it.
Yeah.
Prague will come again now through the middle of the pitch. Indeed, he's going to foul him. Gets away with it. They'll come to the corner flag. It's silly. They're just playing it around in the corner flag. Prague.
Just blow the whistle now, ref. Just blow the whistle.
Best have the ball. Barnes back to Travis. Finds Tielemans centre the part. Pings it over the top looking for Vardy. Vardy will hold it up, chest it down, gets into the box, takes his man on, wins a corner kick. 2 minutes.
I mean, this is what I was on about on last week, mate. You know, about how obviously how important an away goal would have been at their place. Because I think if we had, you know, let's say it was 1-0 last in the first leg, it completely changes how they go into this game and how we go into this game. That's why I think I wasn't very happy with the 0-0 in the first leg. But Vardy's limping now, mate. Vardy's limping.
What can you say, mate? I'm literally gobsmacked tonight. Wasn't expecting this level of performance. Maybe it just shows you, like you say, with all the injuries, it's now catching up with us. But I'm not going to sit here and blame injuries for tonight's performance.
No.
The standard has been shocking, and Prague will come again down the right hand side. Sorry, and they're passing it round for fun. And with 1 minute 10 seconds to go this game, Leicester will bow out of Europe in the last 32. It was disappointing after all the hard work of getting through the group stages, winning the group and getting a goodish draw for me in this round. We've completely blown it, absolutely blown it, and no one else can blame this but Leicester tonight. They didn't play. They haven't turned up. And they're being made to look foolish, sadly, against a Prague team who was well organised, you know, through the first half. Got a great goal with a volley at the back post to take the lead. And then, as Leicester did, they had to push on. But for me, for no one to close down for the second goal and him to get a shot away from 20, 25 yards out with no pressure on it, it's criminal, that is, mate. Criminal, that is, for defending. Tielemans loses the ball. Ooh, referee gives a free kick. Otherwise, the Prague plays through on goal. With 15 seconds to go, I like to say Leicester aren't going to score 3 goals now.
I saw him choose off again. Bloody hell. Let us know when that whistle goes, mate, just because you're ahead.
Yes, mate. Sancho wins a header. Back to Casper. 4 minutes of injury time are up, and there goes the final whistle, mate. And Leicester will bow out at the later stages of 32 competition tonight in a very, very disappointing manner for me. And I hope Rodgers has got the balls to come out and say that was shocking from the lads, because it was. We've not really had a decent shot on target tonight and tested their goalkeeper. What hurts more than anything for me, because Prague have done their job on us. Simple as that. Fair play to Prague. Yep. Good luck in the next round to you, because you deserve it. Simple as that. You completely deserve tonight's win.
Yeah, I agree with Tom. Agree with everything that Tom said there, and as he said as well, and I'm sure all of you know now, it has finished full time over 2 legs. Leicester City 0, Slavia Prague 2. Leicester do bow out of the Europa League in the round of 32, and let's get Phil added straight in for the full time reaction.
Hi chaps, I'm sure. Thanks for the watch along. Well done, you two. Not the sort of watch along we wanted with that result. I know lots and lots of people are going to want to get their views in. We have put in the comments already. We've shared the link. I get your views on it first, but lads, I'm going to change. I'm going to say we bottled it again. It's really annoyed me. We've totally bottled it. We bottled it against Liverpool and Man City a Christmas ago. We bottled it against Villa in the semi-final last season. We bottled it against Man United on the last day. We bottled it against Chelsea in the FA Cup last year. We bottled it again today. Rodgers has got it wrong, in my opinion, today. He put the wrong people on. The team was stronger at the end. And I'm going to go back to what I said about January transfer window. We didn't buy a striker. We let Slimani go. We let Damari Gray go. And we didn't replace them. What do you expect? Yes, we've got injuries, but you don't replace these players in January. When the chips are down, this team just seems to, and I'm going to say it again, seems to bottle it, Tom, because that's what we've done over the last 15 months. I've just listed the games where we needed to pull out the win, and we don't.
It all goes. I completely agree with everything you said. We have bottled it, but this also goes back to the beginning of the season, mate. Fulham at home, a team sits deep. We don't know how to break them down. Aston Villa at home, team sit deep. We don't know how to break them down. West Ham at home, team sit deep. We don't know how to break them down. And for me tonight, it sums it up. No Maddison, no through balls, no playing through lines from Tielemans. Tielemans is no effective playing up as a 10. He hasn't got that ability to play the 10 role. He looks lost. He has to play deeper as a quarterback to set the play up and the tempo of the game. And you summed it up. We've bottled it. I'm sorry. We've absolutely thrown a great chance to go through. We blew it in the first leg. As Locke said, you have to get an away goal. For me, it was massive. Because as soon as they scored, you saw the lift it gave them. They were like, well, wait a minute, Leicester's got to score 2 and got to come out. And we played into their hands tonight. And Prague, like I said, they did a job on us, mate. Prague were brilliant tonight.
I'll come over to you, Jamie, straight away. I'm going to get some fans' views on because we've got loads of comments. Stuart says we are the new Spurs. That's exactly what I was thinking watching it. I really was thinking that, Stuart. We've spent a few seasons taking the mickey out of Spurs bottling it, but honestly, the last 14 months, all those big games I've just listed to you, when the chips are down, we have bottled it. Mick says on this showing we ain't good enough for the Champions League. That's another frustration. What's the point in getting to Europe, whether it's Champions League or Europa League, and then you get to this position and you start saying, well, we'll put a stronger team out against Arsenal or something. Today was the day to win it for me. Yes, I have been shouting at the telly. Yes, it's frustrating, Keith, when you get this close and then we play like that. We didn't. Hayden says we didn't deserve anything. We certainly didn't. Sean is saying we bottled it, and now I think if we don't beat Arsenal, we can bottle the top 4. I'm going to add to that. I almost fear, Jamie, I almost fear we're playing Man United, I think, a week on Sunday in the FA Cup. I get to the point where I think these big games, where, I've said it before, where is the Jack Grealish or somebody in the middle, the Robbie Savage, where the Ali Moklan, there's somebody who says, well, I mean, what was Sounkou doing? Pushing their player. It's just stupid. Just somebody take control in these big games and say, I'm taking this on.
Just want to go back to one point you made about the transfer window, Phil. To all them people that had a go at me and abused me on Twitter and everything else, there's your answer tonight. We had no transfer dealings, and that has done us left, right, and centre. We had no one to replace Maddison. We had no one to replace Vardy up top. Vardy was injured. Rubbish today. He's just played 290 minutes, which he didn't. He can't play 290 minutes at his injury. He looked like he was limping at the end. So to all them that had a go at me, there's your answer. I'm afraid there's your answer. We've showed no passion, no fight, no nothing tonight. I don't think we've tested the keeper in 180 minutes in the two games at all. We had attempt after attempt. And what we're doing, passing it backwards, passing it sideways. We had a free kick on 70 minutes. We didn't pump it up. We passed it back. Sounkou and Evans didn't go up. It was backwards, sideways, backwards, sideways. It was totally, and I've been saying this for ages. We're playing too much sideways, sideways. It is absolutely awful tonight, and we didn't deserve a thing from that. But like I keep saying to them people that abuse me on Twitter about the transfer window, there's your answer. We just haven't got the depth in squad completely, and it's proved that straight away.
Well, I agree, Jamie. We said in January, we said, if you don't sign anybody, that's one thing, but you've just let two players go. What are we doing letting Slimani and Gray go? Whatever quality they are, whatever they fell out with, or whatever's gone on, you've let two out of your squad go. You've released 130 grand a week or whatever in wages. Surely you just need to replace them like for like or whatever.
Yeah. Everyone keeps saying, "Oh, we can concentrate on the league now. We can concentrate on the FA Cup." No, we had the chance of getting through to the last 16 of the Europa League. We had a big chance of going right to the final. We had a good team. When you don't replace your players that are injured, you don't deserve it, and you just don't. Tonight, over the two legs, Prague outplayed us completely. They deserved it. They got I thought a 0-0 draw was going to be good enough last week. But we've been proved wrong. It's just shocking. Tonight was shocking. There was no passion, no fight, no nothing. Simple as. Disappointed it is. But for people to say, "Oh, we're still in the FA Cup. We've still got the Premier League to go for." No, we should have gone for everything. Bought a few in the window, in the transfer window. We can't rely. We've got 7 games in February. No, we haven't got 7 games now because we're out the Europa League. We've only got 5. We've just had 8 games. It's showing. We needed more depth in squad. Simple as. It's just annoying, absolutely annoying.
Go on, Tom.
Just that I'm just trying to work out was Gary's going negativity.
Well,
negative. I mean, is that us or the play?
So is he happy with that? Is he happy with that?
No, I think he might be talking about the play. So Gary, come back and tell us, Gary, what you mean.
If you mean the play, or are we talking about us? Because it's not negative.
No.
Third in the league,
Tom, let him reply. Yeah, let him reply because he might be talking about the performance. Because it was a negative performance.
There was no passion, no nothing. There was no leader on that pitch again tonight. Like we've been saying for ages, actually no leader. And it looks like we're going to be back exactly the same as what we were on restart about this time. Well, no, it wasn't this time last year, was it? It was about July. But when they finished, it just went flat, dead, nothing. Absolutely. Bored of hearing this. Outplayed. What was that one?
Chris.
From Chris. Bored of hearing this. Outplayed us. They didn't outplay us. We lost 2-0.
Yeah, I don't think they did outplay us. We gave that to them tonight. We just didn't turn up.
Yeah, so they beat us 2-0, and I think they outplayed us. They beat us 2-0. They beat us 2-0. We had nothing.
Yeah, we were rubbish. Listen,
we didn't give them that tonight. Sorry, can I just say we didn't give them that tonight because Prague worked.
I think we did.
But I'm saying Prague worked hard. They kept the shape. They kept their, defensive organisation spot on. They didn't come diving in when we went flying through them like we'd done in the past. They kept their shape to a T. They've done a job on us. I'm not saying that we didn't try hard enough today. There was nothing there. But give credit to Prague a little bit because they literally stopped us playing. because we didn't really know what to do to break them down like we've done in so many other games this season. So I'm not going to sit here and say that, you can't give credit to Prague tonight, because Prague did a job on us. Like I said in the first leg, they did the job in the first leg to get the 0-0. They knew what they wanted to do, and they've done the job for me.
Gary's clarified there that he was talking about the team. Hey, you can talk about us. I feel very negative tonight, so I don't mind if you can call me negative, because I'm just looking back at to the FA Cup defeats, the Champions League missing out, losing to Villa. Villa were rubbish last season when we couldn't beat them in a two-legged semi-final. We just don't seem to have that get us over the line momentum. Yes, Jamie.
How long have we been saying we can't break teams down? For 2 years now, since Rodgers has been here, even since Pure was here, we can't break teams down. And it's just proved again, we cannot break teams down. No matter whoever we've got, Maddison, even when Maddison's in there, we still struggle occasionally to break teams down. Some of the crossing today, beating the first man from a free kick and a corner, it happened again. Tillerman's doing it, putting the ball into the back post, into nowhere, and then Pereira putting it in straight into the keeper's hands. We had nothing tonight. It was flat. I don't know what they're doing in training, but I'm not looking forward to the Arsenal game at the weekend, to be honest, if they play like that.
Yeah, listen, let's get some of the fans on. I'm feeling that negative. I need Michael in from the States, because he talks about swag, and if anybody's going to try and cheer us up, it's Michael, but maybe he can't. Let's see. Michael, where on earth do you go after that?
I don't know if you could look to me to cheer you up for that one, because that was absolutely the worst game I watched all season, in my opinion. Nobody had a touch. Every pass was wayward, it seemed. And every time they got the ball in the back, it seemed like they played out just fine through our lines. And it was just, absolutely the worst game. This guy had no swag today. He tried a little bit, but it doesn't seem like he was playing within the system. And Brendan even gave him a little extra time and didn't pull him. And he still, I don't know. It wasn't there for us today. We bottled it. Another do or die match, and we just didn't put it together. I don't want to blame it on Brendan with the team selection. We definitely should have beat this squad over a two-legged affair. But man, this kind of hurts. This was our chance at a trophy, I believe. Yeah. We're the only English team that didn't go through this round. The only British team. Even Rangers went through. So,
Jack Lee says here, hate to say it, but that was pure tactics. Two central defensive midfielders at home in a match you need to win. He's got a point, hasn't he? He's got a point.
Yeah,
you'd be spitting feathers if it was under Claude Puel, that sort of decision.
We were sloppy tonight, very poor, defensively. We made so many mistakes what played into Prague's hands, and Prague took advantage of that and they scored 2 goals. The second goal, really, we should have been closing that down. And who's marking the man at the back post for the first goal? And it all went wayward. And really, it were a poor performance tonight, and hopefully it will get better. So it's just poor tonight, and I think I'd rather have watched the EastEnders.
Or even Doncaster Rovers.
Michael, it does just feel like we keep bottling these big games, Michael. That seems to be the comment of tonight. We bottled it again.
Well, maybe this will cheer us up. The injury front. If we had all our players today, would we have played a different squad to beat these guys? We did get to see Ricardo in the middle. That's maybe a kind of a positive. I don't know. He did, a kind of a job up there, but it wasn't coming off for us. Slavia Prague, they came to play today. They knew they only had to get one, and so they played real strong at the back. Every time we were getting the ball where we needed to be at a pivot, they were right up our back. If it was going to be a foul, then it was just going to be a foul. They played strong, and it's towards the end of the match, it seemed like everybody on the pitch on our side was gassed. Like no one could get to the pass. A bunch of passes just leaking out of bounds, and it was just tough to watch. Very tough to watch.
Yeah, thanks, guys. I'm just going to get Michael and Jack. I'm just going to let you go back out and get some other comments in for a minute, if that's all right. We've got so many people clicking in, so I appreciate you guys coming in. Let's add in Chris and Ross. Ross, where'd you go with that?
Well, I don't know where to start. I mean, give credits to Prague. You know, the question is, did they play really well, or did we just play really bad?
Both.
That's what you're going to ask yourselves.
Yeah, both.
I think another stat as well. I mean, you talk about stat. You know, before they scored their first goal, one of the commentators said something, and as soon as I heard it, I knew we were going to lose. Brendan Rodgers has bottled it on the 4 last 32. He's never got past the last 32 of any competition, meaning the Europa League or the Champions League, with Celtic and not with Liverpool. And as soon as he said that, I just knew we weren't going to win. But that, I think, I don't know if people will agree with me, but I think that is the worst game I've seen this season.
God, yes.
We were absolutely, I couldn't believe it. You know, it's 0-0. You think you need that goal, and the worst thing to do, as soon as they conceded that goal, boom, heads dropped.
Still no passion.
No,
Chris, go on, Chris.
No passion.
Firstly, can I say I apologise? I've kind of blown up the Leicester Fan TV chat that we've had. I've blown it up with so many angry comments. So I apologise for that, but I'm sorry, the passion was getting to me. But no, even when we're 1-0 down, still no passion. No passion, no drive, no wanting to win. Like, literally, it was I mean, when I saw the team, I said I was nervous. And that just completely proved me right. Because, it was awful. Awful.
I mean, Locks, you've watched Leicester, obviously, for a good few years now. I mean, Jamie said it, I've said it, you know, for me, it is somebody grabbing the game by the scruff of the neck. I don't, as much passion as Casper shows at times, although I've got to be fair, I didn't particularly see any tonight from him that I remember.
No, I mean, there was an interesting comment up after that Soyuncu moment, and I know obviously we said it was silly and stupid and all of that, but to be fair, it was probably the most passion we saw all night. You know, pushing their player off the highlight. Yeah,
to me that was exactly. Because I literally I put it in the post, and I was just like, he's just done what we all wanted.
But that's for me. That's not passion. That's stupidity.
But it showed he cared.
No, that's the sort of thing. That's the sort of thing on a Sunday League pitch. If somebody does that, I would be screaming at them, going, "You're just wasting our time. You're just taking the ref's eye off. You've just took another minute away from us. It's stupid. It's not passion. It's stupidity." Passion is getting the ball, getting stuck in, getting things moving, and putting in 120% Locks. Not pushing a player. That's head's gone.
I think I agree with you. Like, obviously, in the Bournemouth game where he got sent off, you know, I think he was 2-1 down. We were 2-1 down or 3-1 down, whatever, and there was time left. But you know, it was the 88th minute, and we needed 3 goals. I'm not defending it. I'm not saying, you know, oh, Soyuncu, you know, you're showing passion. It's quality that you're doing. I'm not defending him. I'm just saying, I think it showed just a little bit, that obviously they really did care. And they were really, obviously, you know, really frustrated about the performance. But that aside, I think, as we've all said at some point tonight, Prague deserved to go through over 2 legs. We deserved to leave the competition after the last 180 minutes. We were not good enough. I think the away goal at their place definitely would have helped us, because it would have been a completely different game going in today. But we just couldn't break them down today. And when we did push everyone up, as we saw, they hit us on the counter and they scored. And, you know, we couldn't score and they could.
I could handle it if we lost and we did have the passion to win, but we just lost. I could handle that. But we had more passion in the away game than we did in this one. In this one, it was purely sit back and let them press. We had the possession. We didn't do anything with it, you know. And you can't win games just like that. You can't.
I mean, Tom,
you're inviting trouble.
Tom, I'm going to ask Tom this. Tom, Patrick's put on here, Bournemouth revisited.
With Soyuncu part, yeah.
Are you talking about Soyuncu then?
Just know the whole game, I think. Just the whole, it's there on a plate for you to win, and we just don't turn up. I think that's what he means, Patrick. The Bournemouth away when we capitulated, and we've done that again today.
This is my last bit, and I'm going to drop out because I'm too frustrated to talk with Monsieur about this performance tonight, because it was a great opportunity for us to go through, and we've blown it from start to finish. Like I said, we've bottled it, and well, you got the job now to pick them up for Sunday now, Brendan, because we go into a massive game with the fixtures the way they are. Let's not forget this: Man City play West Ham, Man United play Chelsea. This weekend could be a turning point in that top 4 race for me. You get those, if those Man U beat Chelsea and West Ham, and Man City beat West Ham, we can go 10 and 12 points clear in 4th place. So massive game on Sunday now, and Brendan has got to pick the lads up somehow, and that's going to be a tricky thing for me. But we've got to go again, and it's going to be a tricky one. But look, thank you to everyone who's watched the watch long. It's much appreciated. I'm going to drop out now, boys, but enjoy your debate for the rest. 15 minutes.
To be fair, Tom, thanks for your watch along. Thanks to Locks as well, and Jack for doing half time. I'm going to leave the last word to Jamie. I'm going to pass it over to you, Jamie, to send us.
No, don't, because
come on.
No, don't. You really want me to say what I'm thinking now?
Well, yeah, just say it, and then we're going to finish the show.
We all know it.
It was absolutely utter garbage tonight. I really think it was disappointing. We had a chance to get through to a final in the last 16. We had a chance to win something this year. That was the big opportunity. I know I've always said about wanting to win the FA Cup over the Europa League or the Europa League. We had an opportunity to get through to the last 16. And like you've said, Phil, we bottled it. And once again, I know I keep harping on about January transfer windows, but that proves a point to everyone that had a go at me in January. We needed to buy players, not get rid of players. We did not make the strength in depth. And if anyone can argue me that point, drop me a line and tell me the excuse it is, because that was utter rubbish tonight. Lack of transfer window success. Again, we haven't done anything in the transfer window in January. We needed to bolster that squad, and it's just proved a point. And if anyone can make an excuse for that, drop me a line on Twitter, the Fox's Arms, and I'll clearly answer you the question to my best of my ability, because that was one of the main reasons tonight we lost.
Completely agree.
I agree. Listen, let's leave it there. Locks, you've got your show tomorrow night. Good luck.
Do I really? Are you sure?
Come back. Yeah, well, you can pick the bones out of tonight, and you can look forward to the Arsenal game. That's at 7:15 with you, Locks.
Yeah, I think we'll just talk about the Arsenal game now.
I think you'll get a lot of comments. Go on.
Yeah, we'll talk about what Jamie's mentioned there as well about the transfer window. We'll talk about that tomorrow. I mean, I think it says it all really when today before the game, when the team news came out, there were people on Twitter, on social media debating, is Hamza Chowdhury the number 10? Is Chowdhury playing in that number 10? Because we just don't have a number 10, because Maddison's out, Dennis Pratt's out, Perez is out, no backup, as Jamie said in the transfer window. So, yeah, it's once again another transfer window which could really affect us in the second half of the season. But we'll see. Yeah, join me tomorrow, 7:15. We'll talk about today just a little bit, and then we'll look forward to Arsenal, I suppose.
More in Jamie's speech then than was in Leicester's 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, this is the frustration, because you do wonder who is geeing them up, because you just think. Anyway, let's leave it. Join Locks tomorrow night, 7:15. Have a good chat. Jamie's going to dust himself down and do his pre-match aftermath show at 10 o'clock on Sunday, and then we've got Arsenal, where we best now bloody win against Arsenal, else you go. Anyway,
well, we haven't lost to Arsenal. We haven't lost to Arsenal at home in the league for what, three games on the trot now, I think it is.
And there's Jamie just
three league games.
There's the kiss of death on it.
It's true though, isn't it?
I will say though, the only thing that goes in our favour is the fact that Arsenal are seriously off form.
Please don't say that. I know. Oh, Chris.
That's enough.
Chris.
That's enough.
That's worse than me saying it.
Right. Thanks. Listen. Thanks to everybody. Thanks to Tom. Thanks to Locks. Thanks to Jamie. Thanks. Let's have Jack in just to say thanks, because he's been hanging back there. Thanks, Jack, mate, for half time, even with your Wi-Fi issues.
He's a rant.
I know. Listen, thanks, everyone.
A man on Twitter about the transfer back in January, so it's no different. Me and Jamie will know.
I'll put it on Twitter.
Yeah, I know.
Listen,
I've already had some comments on Twitter already about it.
I'll defend.
Let's go and have a cup of tea. And we'll see you tomorrow night, Locks, live at 7:15. Okay, thanks everybody for joining us. Thanks for all your views, all your comments. We've tried to get as many on screen as possible. Really appreciate all your comments throughout the whole night. So thanks to everybody who's been watching. Thanks to these guys below who help us out. It's not been the night we all dreamt of. What a shame. How annoying. I don't want to be called Bottle Job FC. We've enjoyed calling Spurs that. I don't want us to be called that. But that's what we're doing the last 12 months. We're bottling all the big games. It's got to change. Arsenal and then Man United in the FA Cup. Is that another one we're going to bottle? Let's hope not.
Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. With special thanks to our pal bank. ADT Taxis, Feed Me, Piglet's Pantry, Tiger, Leicester Garage Conversions, Pink Vehicle Leasing, Hologram, The Fox's Arms, Moyer Wade Interiors, and our chosen charity, Memphis UK. We bring you the fans' views on the match each week, and your views matter to us. Join the fans' debate each match with us. Follow us at Leicester Fan TV.